Going on, everyone, and welcome to the top 8 for Mortal Kombat 11 here at Combo Breaker 2022. I'm Mr. Aquaman. This is my co-commentator catch-up. Ladies and gentlemen, we have witnessed some amazing Mortal Kombat over the last 48 hours. These players have been in the hyperbolic time chamber for the past 2 years, 3 years here in COVID. Who knows? Time's kind of weird right now, and they are gaming. You guys, I'm about to knock off my headset. You have seen what they've been doing in the top 16, in the top 32, in the pools all weekend long, and this is sensational Mortal Kombat, and I could not be more hyped to be here. What's going on, Catch Up? Welcome to the top 8 today.
The pleasure is all mine, dude. I mean, we've been waiting for Combo Breaker for some years. Mortal Kombat and Combo Breaker, they go hand in hand. The heart of Mortal Kombat, the birthplace of Mortal Kombat. And as you quite rightly said, I mean, the last couple of years it has been lockdown territory for obvious reasons, but because of the game's netcode, there's been just this massive push of just community events, tournaments, exhibitions. If I were to shout out everyone in the scene that has ran or is running those stuff, we'd just be 3 hours without
it's
even
a list. It's a list this long just to begin. And shout outs to this Mortal Kombat community that has kept the game alive through COVID, through everything that's been going on with our wonderful netcode. Shouts to NetherRealm on that as well. These guys have been grinding, and it doesn't matter where in the world Catch Up. That's how good the netcode is. And we've seen the internationals on display here. On the winner's side, we've got representing Top 7 Games, Nicolas from Chile. We got Perfect Shinny. Really, of everyone in this top 8 has to be the surprise. Someone that showed up and has gamed from start to end. One of the most impressive players that I've seen in the pool play. Incredible. Cetrion, who is, a character that was kind of at the apex of the competition, and as we saw over time, we saw her less in competition over the last year or so, and Perfect Shinny says, wait, y'all need to put some respect back on Mama Cetrion's name. On the other side, the other twin from Chile, also representing Top 7 Games, Scorpion Prox, the CEO champion. I mean, they're 2 matches away from a CEO repeat. That's how insane it is here. Gur on the winner's side as well. In the loser's side, a run back between Aztec and Han Rashid. And then we got Video Games Yo from the UK going up against Rewind. What a matchup down there.
It has been variety, variety, variety. And what we're starting to see is the different regions going head to head. And I guess as we start things off, Perfect Shinny was and is very much, I would safely say, the underdog of the bracket. And it's weird saying that, considering Perfect Shinny is in winner's side. I mean, This is one hell of a safety net. But the likes of Nicholas and Scorpion, I mean, these twins are unbelievable. We were speaking to them a little bit yesterday, and we said it there. The future, the new generation, these are young players, and that carries with it a certain weight. Because if we want games to continue and the communities to grow and thrive, these young players are better than we ever were, Aquaman. And that's a bit of a scary thought. Where does the skill ceiling, does that ever hit its apex, or do we just go? Sky's the limit.
You know, seeing what these kids are capable of, I'm kind of in the ladder where I just feel like I'm a step behind in these day and ages, looking at what especially these twins were able to do. I think I told you yesterday, the first time I saw them was in an online tournament, and even in that, state of competitive play, my jaw was on the ground from start to end every single time I've seen these twins play. And I don't get to say that an awful lot. They showed up to CEO. The word dominated is what comes to mind. And guess what? They've picked up pretty much where they left off, which is also one of the hardest things to do. People have had a couple of months to prep for these two players, knew they were coming, knew they were some of the favorites, saw what they were able to do, and they were still able to perform as well as they did. Nicolas and Scorpion Prox both on the winner's side, and Perfect Shinny looking to put an end to a run and cement his name in the upper echelon of competitive Mortal Kombat today. This is winners top 8, so much on the line. Ladies and gentlemen, to make it through the brackets that they did, nothing short of amazing. The matchup gonna be Fujin, the Wind God, going up against Mother Nature herself. She said, your powers are merely a quarter of mine.
And we start things off strong. A whiff punish immediately on that Hell's Wrath and the 1-1. Now, one thing I was gonna mention, which we're definitely gonna see now, is this idea of optimization. Nicholas and Scorpion, the thing about the two of them is they play top tier characters, they play really strong picks. Every combo is max damage. Execution basically doesn't exist. The resources, if they don't need to get spent, they won't. I mean, that's a very scary thing to deal with. And with this kind of matchup, we already know that Fujin does pretty damn well versus Cetrion. So Nicholas will know this matchup. There's the 1-1 and the meterless combo once again, ending things in the wind kick for decent damage. And just like that, we're starting things off rather strong here. Wind push, I mean, that's just going to shut down Cetrion from every range.
Yes, it is. Looking to close out this round one is Nicolas, 22 health away. We see the movement of the wave dashes. Nothing off the knockdown for Perfect Shin. You have expected these to go in, and the bodies hit the floor. Nicolas sends the monk flying, taking game number one. And matchup knowledge is what I've seen on display the most from this young man. I mean, in the previous round against Mortal Khan, I think every single gap was interrupted. Get back onto the ground, though, says this tornado from Cetrion. Perfect Shinny has been throughout the tournament getting better and better with his decision making. The anti-airs is the best I've seen. And look at that, going forward with the stand one as well. But Nicolas trying to play hard to get with all of this mobility.
It's that forward 3 into the tornado that just really, really impresses me. This was a combo that when we originally started seeing it with Aftermath, everyone would pop off because, oh my god, it's so hard to do. But now this is just part of a basic B&B, my friends. Perfect Shinny. There we go, the jump back Hell's Wrath. And hang on a minute, that wind push completely missing its mark. And Shinny getting around on the board. Okay.
And do you see the layers start to develop in that Cetrion pressure canceling? The Rock knowing he was going to press that button and had the counter for the interrupt. And that's what's impressed me the most with some of these players, because I've seen multiple matches where we've seen someone cover the anti-tech with tech of their own with flawless blocks, get out of this corner. The harder to tech throw in that situation. She moved up, and that is trying to bait a button. That wave dash up into your face.
Half-life already gone. Nicholas just needs to do 50% left, and we're good to go here. However, wind push, only the first hit, so no damage. And in this position, it's not really the damage of the wind push, it's just knocking Cetrion out of what he wants to do. That was a beautiful little pickup. And Shinny, there's one thing that Cetrion doesn't do outside of KB, it's damage. And a comeback like this is going to be kind of hard, even harder still. As we can see, Nicholas pushing forward again, even more damage here. Chip damage to boot, wind push, and this is a harder.
Oh, hey! And then the instant Air Cyclone gonna take game number one for Nicolas. He's looking strong. It's been impressive, that matchup knowledge, because it's making Shinny have to make adjustments really quick in this matchup, right? He's thinking, does he even go for the low pound in pressure at all anymore? Seeing that Nicolas was ready with the interruption, and I like the flawless block mind game behind it, but now that you've shown Nicolas one of your tricks, he might have a counter for it as well. He says, oh, you're trying to flawless block there now? Wait till I do the next thing. Or will we see him actually change up the pressure entirely? But Nicolas trying to maintain the control of this match. Getting first hit to the corner. And are you going to be able to breathe here? And he tried to, I don't know if that was an input error or not. I know the back one ticks, but I don't know about the back two. That's going to, oh no! Shinny had the opportunity of a lifetime and now finds himself with a attack to the corner. With his back to the corner, I should say. Neutral jump looking for the wake up, but potentially Cetrion.
The problem is, Aquaman, it is the anti-version of the gift that keeps on giving. You know, you drop that combo, you not only do you lose the damage, you lose the positioning, you lose the advantage potentially, and Nicholas, lovely little pickup, easy combo to finish as one round already on the board. But I mean, that's the matchup. Cetrion's so known for being that absolute space control goddess, and then here comes Fujin with some of the best movement in the game.
One of the only few that can say, I really don't care much about your zoning. I get to move, I get to challenge you from three-quarter screen. I got to look
Oh, misses the optimal,
no.
but the punish!
It was a little too early, those tendrils from the ground. No offensive bar for Nicolas. Shinny is getting his opportunity to go in, no defense bar to worry about as well. But like you said, Mama Centro, not the biggest damage dealer, and hello from the top rope.
And because it hit airborne in the later end of the frames, we saw a combo from that. This is what I mean. The twins from Chile and their optimization. Speaking of which,
side switch in the 4,400 damage. And that's going to be a Nicolas taking the 2-0 lead. This might be the toughest challenge for Perfect Shinny here, as far as he was able to zone and able to at least do some things in the previous matchups that we saw in top 32. Right here, we actually have someone that can contest full screen, makes her have to second guess almost every single projectile she does, because Fujin can be full screen to in your face in a second. We see those instant turbines just sucking her up like no problem. 2-0. What's the adjustment going to be? for Perfect Shinny, and she's hovering over Jade. We haven't seen any other character from him so far in this tournament.
My familiarity with Shinny does extend beyond this tournament. Shinny is a player that has been in a fair few of the online cups. I recall even commentating some of Perfect Shinny as well. There has been a plethora of online events, whether it's being ran by Sony, whether it's being ran by various community members. I've seen Shinny in there, and I have seen the Jade before. That's why when you saw character select, I'm like, I'm sure Shinny plays another character, but I'm just not 100% sure who it is. And I'm now swiftly remembered that Jade is very, very much that pick. Nicholas, though, a matchup that I'm sure he's going to know.
You can have really similar options. You saw there going for the ensnared glaive, trying to stop the forward approaches of Fujin. Let's see if he can get settled here, as that back two is going to... You never feel safe on the ground against Fujin, because that back two can come at any time. Good to track. You have to watch out for those pushes. Goes to the gap here. For that wiggle stick is Nicolas early. Safe on block, but uses that negativity against Shinny right there, expecting or respecting a reversal normal right there just to get thrown. I really like the use of those negative frames to change things up early on.
Seemed a bit to me like Nicholas was expecting a breakaway in that position and didn't dedicate and wanted to kind of prioritize getting out of the corner. A good call, and now we do finally see a break, but nothing that Nicholas is worried about. There goes the full string, and now one of the twins is on match point. I feel like the chance we're going to see the twins go head-to-head once again. I mean, they just rock up here. They just go, hey, look, we're godlike. We want to play. We want to get finals. Let's go.
I think that's exactly the case here, Ketchup. I wish I could call you a liar, but I think that's what might be unfolding before our eyes. A nice conversion here. Once more, you talked about it. How often do you see damage left on the table?
Never.
Like Nicolas.
It's optimization everywhere, and that is why they just seem so scary. We see loads of Fujin. We see loads of Cabal. Oh, my God.
Oh, no. Got the trophy on top of it. Says, get back to the corner. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. I'm collecting the money today because I'm moving on to winners finals. There's the entire Top 7 crew. Coming from all over the place, Latin America, we got Argentina represented, the Dominican Republic represented, Chile from the Twins, and multiple others. I heard they had a Sub-Zero come up from Chile that did some major damage in the brackets as well. Latin America, through Top 7 games and Liga Latina, we've seen the strength improve year after year after year, and now they're sending their cerebral assassins to take us out, catch up.
It doesn't surprise me, though. And the story, not that I don't want to go too much into a story time here, but
I mean, we're old, that's okay.
South America has a rich history with Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
Stemming all the way back to the days of like Ultimate MK3 on, Mega Drive, and that would become things like Trilogy and the arcade culture. Mortal Kombat has been with the South American gaming community for as long as it has essentially existed. And there's always been top-level South American MK players. You'll still find in Brazil 80-player Ultimate MK3 events.
Yeah.
That's how passionate this part of the world is for the franchise. So, of course, South American Mortal Kombat 11,
Guess
these
what?
players are going to be fantastic.
I'm going to add on top of that the simple fact that they are more passionate than what feels like every other community right now in Mortal Kombat 11, and that's why they're doing the damage that they're doing.
Well,
I said it.
From one brother to another, a Scorpion Prox will be going head-to-head versus Gur. Worth mentioning, to get into this top 8, Gur had to make quite the comeback to even be in this position, and that's where the clutch comes in, the experience.
That was the biggest masterclass of zoning with Gears I've ever seen, where he took away every ability for a character to move forward for, 15 minutes straight as he made the comeback happen against Turkey, reverse 3-0 to get here. And we know, speaking of passion, we're sending America's most passionate individual at these twins right now. That's what this is a battle of, passion for the game. Because guess what, baby? Here, offline, that's what it's all about. None of this Twitter drama, none of this BS. We're here to game, baby.
Hey, man, anyone that causes Twitter drama probably ain't here, so that's probably why. Anyway, as we jump into this next matchup, Gur, the 100% Gearus master. And that's what, from day one, minus day one, the moment Gearus was announced.
Reveal.
Exactly.
At the reveal.
The moment Gearus was even announced, Gur was like, oh yeah, I'm playing this character.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Whether they're good or bad, I'm playing this character. And Gearus has gone through various changes across the years.
Hasn't
Nowhere near
affected,
day one, nowhere near week one.
hasn't affected Gur and his results whatsoever. Any change to this character, he's made the adjustments, and he has written the book on how to play this more keep-away style Geras. Because what's great about the current competitive landscape is that when it comes to Geras, there really are a couple of different play styles. You can play the keep away that Gur has, and really he's the only one to implement it, or you got the Bruiser up close where you're trying to do the damage.
Now, what I'm interested in is the potential matchups.
Yeah.
Thing about these two Chilean twins is that they play pretty much the same characters.
Now, Scorpion Prox has been playing a ton of Kotal Khan recently, but he saw looking at what Turkey ran into in the previous round, I think we might see something like the Cabal early on from Scorpion Prox here.
Oh,
Or actually, probably the Fujin, now that I think about it.
We have to give a little bit of a special shout out to a certain K-Mac, don't we?
Oh,
For those that missed it, they're about to jump in, but Scorpion Prox in pools had to fight off against
give
K-Mac,
me a
one
heart
of the
attack
most
again.
prominent Spawn players. K-Mac was one hit away from pulling off an upset and sending Scorpion Prox to losers then and there.
not even one hit. He had a blocked fatal blow in front of him. And
Mr. Barnish! Hey!
oh, but you know, I actually got to talk to, and I'm giving the biggest shout outs to K-Mac's parents are here supporting him in the
Oh,
crowd.
wow.
And I didn't know that until I walked up to him today, started having some words, and they're like, yeah, we're K-Mac's parents here supporting. And they said that even they were surprised. It's the first time K-Mac took a big loss against a big player and didn't beat himself up over it. He actually took it as a positive and said, I was one hit away from beating one of the best in the world. Let's go. Shouts to K-Mac and his parents here. There's a lot of parents supporting their children playing MK here at Combo Breaker 2022.
Fire, thunder, wind.
Now, at the same time, how is this matchup going to
Counting
go?
the dead.
Fujin all about that mobility, utility of that too, but Gur, I mean, such a rock-solid brick wall of a playstyle, always, but also unpredictable. We'll do a down two here and there, we'll
yeah.
get a couple of down ones in.
And I've had a lot of conversations with him, and I've seen the development over the last, I'd say, year at least, where he's starting to use that command grab more and use that mid-command grab threat as a weapon. So he has that duplicitous edge of being a deadly threat up close and a deadly threat afar. He's already off to a good start. As he's got him to the corner, this is so scary.
Now, this is something we're going to see a lot. Flawless block.
On both
The
sides.
twins in particular have been using so many of these flawless blocks in positions where you just shut down and jump in. Oh my god! And a sand trap!
That was disgusting. Gur using this that no one else does. And look at this damage. He's getting KB? No. Give him the better spikes. He's using better spikes. Gur is? No way. He's not zoning. He's a bruiser today.
I love the choice though. Why go for the KB when you can just keep them in the corner? Fujin would probably much rather be mid-screen.
The
good
town.
lord.
He gets annihilated by the tornado.
Our man took to the skies as the winds god chow.
Imagine pressing a button and getting sucked towards the sky. And it's... Okay.
Ackerman, 14 seconds on the clock. There's the amplify though. We said it though. Ackerman, nothing is left on the table with the twins. Anything that can be max damage, no matter how small the hit is. But hang on a minute. Quicksand. This is starting to cause a little bit of a trouble here for Fujin. I wonder how often we'll see that.
Yeah, as most of the mobility from Fujin is going to rely on either wave dashing or special moves. I mean, special moves are going to do a decent job. Normals are the best way through them. That's why you see, oh my goodness, the likes of Turkey was able to get through them pretty well with the advances with normals. And oh no, Gur about to get put into jail here. It's going to be a walk back. No, not afraid to press button. Oh, if he would have gone beyond that, we would have seen a whole completely different story. But he baits it down to a three, and he wasn't afraid to press it here late. And he's going to have to get risky with this health deficit.
Instant jump in, goes for a late jump kick just in case Gur was maybe going to go for a flawless block or something similar. But any amount of chip damage is going to be a real pain from this point on. Oh, puts him in the corner, and with the way things are going, probably going to be a further whiff punish. All right, no, grab him.
Okay, he's just going to cash out. That reminded me of Indiana Jones, where the guy was just swinging a sword for 10 minutes, and then he just shot him. That's what Gur just did. He's like, okay, you're doing all this dancing? Watch them whiff and punish him. And big damage on that 40%. We saw a comeback happen just a few matches ago, where a real-life comeback happened off the start of using a fatal blow early on, and the pressure's applied now. Oh, Shadoki with the throw, and that's a strike throw setup every time for Geras. And Scorpion Prox says, I'm not falling for that today. It's a 1-0 lead. And even on the victory, Nicolas is saying, man, you got to clean it up. You got to clean it up to say it's not good enough.
You didn't win hard enough.
That's crazy.
But
that's
we said,
but that's a brother though. That's a teammate.
oh, absolutely. There's just something about twins in the fighting game scene that just have that advantage.
He actually didn't even need to go up on stage to tell him that. That's what's really crazy.
You know, that telepathic?
Oh yeah, I believe it. We saw it on display yesterday. You and Mustard had a connection.
We did? He couldn't hear me, but he could definitely hear me.
Yeah, but he could hear you. I believe it. I believe.
So from this position, Ger, the kind of player that is absolutely not shy of taking that time. And that really is all there is to it.
I mean, he does personify the character that he plays. Time is not of the essence when it comes to this man, this immortal sand being.
I mean, you're not going to find Ger on tilt. He makes an incredible amount of reverse 3-0s in tournament. Something about that temperament, which I think will go a long way playing a character like this, because Geras has a lot of tools to fight almost all of the time. You just need to, well, as generic as it sounds, you have to adapt how your opponent's playing, but catches the breakaway. And Scorpion is getting a really good start here. Does drop the combo though.
I mean, just the way that started is that's gonna be a good check confirmation. The fact that he's down 3-ing and checking his Scorpion procs, not a lot of people in North America check after that down 3 because it has such quick recovery, and that's huge in this matchup. It's not letting Gert get away with that type of murder. There it is right there. You see it? And he did. I lied right to your face. I was ready for it.
Minute.
The judo chop.
A lot of plus frames on that. And Gert using those plus frames to try and restrict the movement, but that Skywalk says, you know what, mate? Nah. I'd like to get out of here.
Another wake up down 2. Gonna slam him. And wham him. That sounded kind of weird. 138. Now Throw King killed. This is super scary. He's at the end of the string. And then he gets shimmied under.
He must have expected him to stagger it. He must have expected to stagger, but no one home today. Go back to the corner. Gonna do everything he can to fight his way out. Sticks out that mid, the quicksand. Anything we can do to shut down his movement has to be done, but not every move gets affected by it.
He's swinging big here already. Chris feeling that pressure. He says he's gonna take a ride back to this corner. Late breakaway. So some decent damage was done, and Scorpion Prox still pressing these buttons. Can he escape? Scorpion Prox put himself there, but still has the turn and steals it with that down 1 in the recovery of the Cyclone. Push him away. He says, get away from me. The knee. Doesn't use it an awful lot like other Gears do. They like to abuse that 4-3 Ger. Really just abuses that 6-framer of a down 1, baby. But not going to be a factor because Fujin's rarely in that range here. Takes the breath from this man. And back to full screen you go.
Flawless blocking and jump in, one of the #1 ways to just really screw with your opponent's landing on the button you press to a down 1. I mean, that was just a confident decision to make.
He just knew Ger was ready for the counter. But he could feel the hesitation on his opponent's side as he's a single hit. We're taking a 2-0 lead, and these brothers are we going to see these Chileans just 3-0 their way into winners finals like this? Are they really just styling on us at this point?
Here's the concerning thing, Aquaman, is that at CEO, they kind of took everyone by surprise. If you'd seen stuff like the Top 7, there's a lot of streams, they do a lot of tournaments, you would have seen those players back then, right? But if you hadn't watched any of that content,
you would have
CEO,
no idea.
And you had no idea what was coming. In this position, there's no more surprises. We've gone into Combo Breaker knowing how good they are. Players are going to do everything they can to prepare, but here's the thing. These two players are not so phenomenally good because of unknown tech or unknown characters or variations. They play some of the highest used characters. They play Cabal, they play Fujin, they play other characters as well.
Kodokan, who has been really popular here today.
It's
and we
just that they play them and the game so perfectly that you just have to play at your 100%, otherwise you will not win.
Character almost doesn't matter too, because you guys have only seen quite a few characters on a tournament level like this offline, but when they fight offline, they could random select and get to where they are.
It's insane how talented these players are so far. Ger really doing everything he can to put up some kind of fight, and hang on a minute. Breakaway important to shut down. Any kind of potential KB that would have happened there, especially from Geras.
Beautiful wave dash to that. Hold on a second.
What? Uh-oh, give me the leg.
Oh, no. Oh, that hurts every time. Oh, I'm getting old.
It's one of the highest damage KBs as well. Like, that is one of the strongest KBs in the game.
Raw. So let's row. That's Scorpion Proxy wave dash. Is the pressure? No Oki off that forward. What an anti-air from Gur. Hard to convert off a 2 with Gears with a stand 1. Hey, he's making execution. Look, easy, and that's an optimal cash out in this variation. Oh, maybe saving the bar for launcher. He needs one more hit. Gur, looking to stay alive. Whips the command grab going as far as possible. It does lunge forward.
Oh, the bait! That was a bait 1000%. Wow. Make him think you've whiffed it. Commit to the second hit.
Would you have pressed?
I would have pressed. No, Fuji never finishes that string.
I got smoked.
Worth mentioning, though, that Gur has gone for a variation change. He's not using better spikes now. He has got that universal command grab. He hasn't had a chance to mix yet.
And he's got some of the most tick throws off it. Even the stand 2 that Gur likes to establish 2-4 an awful lot can tick throw off of that. Stand 1, down 4. Yeet.
There we go.
4-2, which is almost close to. Oh, that's a big one.
Max range. Give it to me.
One of the best looking KBs in this game. Ooh, that regular gauntlet, another one. What a sickest animations for a command grab ever.
We're going to have to see if Gur can keep this momentum up, though, because Scorpion immediately changing on. You want momentum? Let me just flawless block that jump in, yeah? Shut down any momentum you had.
Against, I don't know, one of the best jumping characters in the entire game. Burning the time of the clone, and not the last second, Gur able to still explode for some plus frames. Time to guess. And with this variation, every 4-2 can be a 50-50 as well in the command grab. Oh!
That is an unfortunate situation. Scorpion Prox going in for a reset, side switching to make sure that Gur's back to the corner is exactly what he needs right now. Keeping that max distance, he's not going to have to deal with that sand clone at all. Empty cup grab. Now, hang on, Aquaman. 13 seconds on the clock. Not needed. Give me the round.
Caught Scorpion Prox pressing buttons with a meaty down 3. Of all things, maybe I'd like to see him implement a little more tick throws. It looks like Scorpion Prox is just holding the pressure right now off of the stand 2s, the forward 2s, and those raw command grabs are already getting Gur killed right now. Just whipping them there. Oh, not this one. Boom! Right to the face. Did you see him stand his ground for a moment and then he missed the anti-air? That Sistine Chapel reach of a jump on that Fujin has.
Pretty sure he was looking for a down 2 there, but no one home. The back one confirmed. Scorpion optimals. We'll just get a nice little bit of damage, no down 2, but you know what, 31%, we'll still take that.
That's still not bad. The Flawless Block, but Flawless Block the second. Oh no, the one tick throw he went for. But you know, Scorpion Prox had that bump and those dive kicks are huge. Whoa. Those clones, good movement by Scorpion Prox. Those just get away from them. They're not gonna be the biggest threat. Just gotta look for Gur's teleport, look for the plus frames. Now he pushes them. He's building that space. He's building that space really well and knows that he can simply out-normal Gears at that range. Oh,
perfect read, and the armor break's gonna reset the damage too. Big trouble now is Gur. Lots of work left to go. Yes, he's got some resources, but no!
The reaction from Scorpion Prox, he saw the clone manifest live. He's in the frames. He's a frame walker. He's inside the matrix. He's reading the code, man.
That wouldn't be the first time he did that either. He was jumping and reacting to sand trap, to quicksand. How can players so young be so talented? Because this isn't just the talent.
I mean, I was going to say something, but it's a little savage.
The talent that we're seeing here.
Because they have the time to.
That's a discussion for another day. You know, we get washed up because we do have more responsibilities. My point, though, is that when you're this kind of player, they're playing so well in the sense that this is perfect gameplay. Mm-hmm. They're not abusing any cheap characters. They're not doing this or using this, that, or this, that. Stuff that people might discredit.
Yeah.
You know, if you were looking to do the thing many like to do and discredit a win, you're looking at the way the two twins are playing. You've got nothing. We've got nothing to work with. I mean,
if you were to ask
choice but to respect the skill.
If you were to ask me what does the highest level of Mortal Kombat 11 look like, I'll say, look at what these guys are doing. Flawless blocking everything.
I can say
converting off of everything.
Without hesitation, Aquaman. Like every single little thing they can squeeze out, they'll do it.
The movement, the decision making, the execution, every single good aspect of a fighting game player and every implementation of it in MK11 are what these twins are bringing to the table, guys. They have both started off with some 3-0 victories, and that word domination is going to be coming up once more because they have already done so, both on the winner's side in finals. They're guaranteed top 3, the two of them, and we'll see how the losers is going to progress. And I get the absolute privilege now, ladies and gentlemen, to be able to, I've been holding off on it a little bit, and I'm really thankful to the Combo Breaker team for allowing me to do this. But I will get to announce our next season of the Coliseum here at Combo Breaker, season number 4, Mortal Kombat X, Mortal Kombat 11, every Saturday, every Sunday, 7 weeks into a 16-player finale. Crowdfunded prize pools, we've broken $1,000 each and every season. Across the past 3 years, we've raised almost $28,000. None of that going to us, 100% going to the players. Kerbalicious bought a car with his winnings from Coliseum Season 1. If you're in US, Canada, Puerto Rico, or the Dominican Republic, go ahead and sign up. If you're on Wi-Fi, don't bother. Sign up at coliseum.gg. You can go to start.gg/Coliseum and sign up today. Registration is live. Thank you guys so much. I don't want to make it about me. That's the Coliseum, but we're here for Combo Breaker. I hope you guys sign up and enjoy.
Hey, look, it's worth mentioning that many players that have made their trip out to Combo Breaker, they would have started to dip their toes into competition through those online tournaments. Many players over the last few years would not have been able to become as confident as they now are had it not been for things like Coliseum.
100%. And this goes back in time to the beginnings of Pro League, one of the first online mega long series, followed up by so many others that these guys, early on in MKX, we saw champions bred in the online realm transition into offline. That's where Rewind, Tweety, Samij, all of them got started, and this is nothing but hugs here, and this is a really big run back happening before our eyes. This is Aztec going up against Han Rashid. Two incredibly exciting players to watch and playing out of their minds today.
Aztec has been entering any online cup he can get his hands on, really, and that's one of the main reasons that he's become so strong now in year 3. Known originally, actually, for those that don't know, Aztec started his MK career competitively for many as the only variationless main in MKX. He used variationless Total Khan.
And he used it quite effectively, and even early on in MK11 was the only one using Totemic at a competitive level and was doing decent damage. So a Total Khan specialist, Aztec most certainly is, and he's going to drink that Wind God blood, that Hawaiian punch. Trying to ride that wave of momentum. Oh boy! He's keeping it. Guaranteed damage. I love Total Khans that use obscure specials. He's got one Air Cat, one of the most underrated tools in MK11. We've been finding out some secret sauce about it. If misspaced, wow. And that was
kind of like that.
-2. But if spaced perfectly, +2. One of the only plus frames that leaves Total Khan in your face for a down 1 mix-up.
That is actually incredibly powerful, but I feel like a player like Aztec should have discovered that as Totemic was a variation that had the cats anyway. We asked Aztec a long time ago, hey, why'd you use this variation? Simply put, he went, oh, I just think it looked cool. That was it. He just thought it was cool, and now here we are. But I tell you where we also are. Close games in this first round. And Han Rashid sticking out that forward 3. Doing the special afterwards a little bit late. Clearly a reaction. You have a pretty large cancel window on forward 3. Makes it so scary.
Woo! Pretty good to the 4-3 on that one. As a reminder, this is Aztec won this 3-0 on their winner side encounter. And Han Rashid, he's been in the lab. What does he do against this big ol' Aztec? What a weird trade, and he's able to get the down 1 out.
Hey, Aquaman, I'll tell you, it's very rare that a run back goes exactly the same way as it played out before. Players of this caliber, those adaptations are going to be real, looking at the losses, realizing what you could have done. They know they're in each other's path. Han Rashid's sitting there thinking, right, okay, I lost last time, but why? And now,
yes,
any kind of adaptation. Lovely, flawless block and the immediate breakaway. Aztec gets a bit of a mix-up there.
Wow! Oh my goodness!
Get out of my skies, mister.
No one on planet Earth was ready to convert off of that. Right there. Almost over from Han. A nice duck underneath the pizza. Regular one is going to be a high. No punish on that. Whipping for days. Look at the hitbox of that cat. It ain't playing around. It has a great Oki as well, no matter where it hits.
Han Rashid being a little bit risky with the play so far. Aztec sticking out that down forward 2 immediately to try and catch some kind of break. He doesn't have meter. If Aztec had meter for Amplify, he would have absolutely crushing blowed, and he would have taken the round.
Oh! Oh! God. You saw it hit him out of the magical, shadowy transition into a Panther. and he got annihilated for it, but he still has 40 health. Kotal Khan, if he didn't have 1050, would have been a dead Oztech right there at 7 seconds. Closing the gap, and Han Rashid says, I'm going to do this jump kick so fast that no button you press is going to stop me. And he takes game number 1. That was crazy. You saw the turquoise fog appear, and him gets sniped out of it.
That's going to be possibly the most perfect way for the first game to go. I mean, a clear understanding, variation, and hang on a minute, right.
Gosh.
Aztec was known, right, probably going back into Kotal, but let's actually let the people know, just in case they're unsure. So Aztec has always been a Kotal Khan loyalist. However, there were some matchups that he did not like. And eventually,
look at that.
Robocop was seen to be that kind of pocket character. I haven't seen him use Robocop in some time, but
just look at that.
MKX,
beautiful,
baby.
Beautiful shirt. Yesterday had on the Versace. Today's got the MKX Kotal on. Oh!
Ooh.
Steel stage 2. Oh, there's Papa Khan's pizza. Coming in hot and ready here at top 8.
Special counter hit combo deal. One stagger. More stagger still looking for a whip punish. Han Rashid, I think, tried to do something that wasn't that.
One of the slowest whiffs that we've seen all night. Come on, punish. Pick throw. No, takes it away. And he uses both cats, does Aztec. Air one and grounded one with 2 completely different uses. Animalistic wake up down 2.
Wake up down 2 rather calculated though. If you're going to try and pressure on someone's wake up with a high, you've got to watch out for that uppercut. Reverse throw, giving Han Rashid breathing space. Time to think. There's the cat again. Every time the cat's blocked, I mean, he's not punishable, but he does lose the meter, so it's a bit of a risk. You don't want to get caught without too much resources. Wow, that whiff
fucked up the down 4 too. No low profile in here.
Now with the fatal blow locked and loaded, and the fact that there's meter. 30 seconds on the clock, man. I mean, there's a chance.
Aztec has a bar. Is he afraid to do a full screen cap right now? Is Han Rashid good at interrupting it?
And the cat won't kill him at this health either. I don't even think he cares.
No, well, nice. Fatal blow will though, and now he has to walk into forward 2 range, and all of a sudden you're playing the Kotal Khan roulette wheel of death. Are you gonna get hit by this forward 2 or not?
And he's throwing out fake win pushes.
Well,
unfortunately, though, overcommits and eats an interactable. That was not part of the plan. And there's the 1-2. This cat's going to take way too long. The damage is going to kill anyway. But who cares?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Is this Han Rashid or Aztec doing this? It looked like it was Han Rashid.
That head shake does not look frustrated with your opponent. That looks frustrated at yourself.
Yes.
That. What? What is? Oh my God!
Hold on. I feel.
Yeah, we need to take a quick break. You know, technical difficulties. No. Oh my God! Come on, guys! It sure is down 2 around here.
Down 2 city population. Us tonight. Going downtown, nice early cancel from Han Rashid. If you float too long, that disc will come and get you. We are in one of the cities of pizza here in the land of the United
States. I mean, it really
States.
depends on how many people would call it pizza. I call it pizza, and I'd actually go as far to say it's my favourite form. However, a conversation for another time. We jump in, the 1-2 confirmed, the down 4-2 is great anyway. And I think Aztec getting a little bit of momentum, much needed momentum.
Indeed. Expect to see some pokes in the cat right here to bait out Han Rashid. That's been reading command grab every single time by holding up, and that was a weird interaction of her boxes. And Han Rashid trying everything to get out. And Aztec with the 4-3 makes his way in. We have ourselves a set at 1 game apiece. Aztec taking a deep breath.
Well, from game 1 on its own, we've already confirmed that this run back is not going to be a repeat of what happened last time. Question is, how does their story end? Aztec and Han Rashid currently at 1 game apiece. Now, Weibu straight to the ground to open things up here. Han Rashid off to a good start. And that's the win push. So you may look at it. I remember when this move first got kind of released, people looked at it like, well, it doesn't do any damage. How can it be good? Oh! I'll finish my train of thought later, because that was just disgusting.
What's so galaxy brain about what Han Rashid just did right there is the fact that Aztec was in the God Ray. You expect Kotal Khan to stay in there and soak up the sun a little bit more, but he challenged it with the flawless block. The movement out and in a matter of moments. He's moving around the screen. 2 of the best wave dashes that exist in the game. Close the gap with the cat. And watch his use of the ground cat as well. If he's backed up to the corner and pushes his opponent to the corner because it covers so much ground even on block.
Not at the corner at the moment though at command. Han Rashid happy to sit in this mid-screen, really keep himself there as long as physically possible.
Oh.
Injustice says hello with that one.
Interactables all around. Looking to, you know, just looking to hit confirm a lot of damage with that 2-2-1. One of the rare starters of that combo launcher starter of Kotal Khans that you never see on display. Han Rashid drawing first blood here of game at number 3, and just a whiff one. Oh! And down forward coming out perfectly timed underneath the forward one. He's gonna praise the sun, not get punished for it, and that would have been death if that would have hit with the God Ray still active. Now
He's going to get punished. The jump in's going to be pretty good. I've got to say that Sun Ray was a good decision because, I mean, a lot of Fusion players, they use that Skywalk and they want to go full into the screen. Happy to go, you know what, you can do that? Yeah, let's heal up. So much has happened since then, though, as Han Rashid's had some good momentum. There's a punish. Counter hit says, crushing blow says hello. And Han Rashid does not want to risk a breakaway there. No, he didn't have the meter initially, but not worth it at that point.
Well, interestingly enough, the armor breaker's not guaranteed off of that crushing blow.
You have to break it straight away, don't you?
Yes.
Yep. Don't worry, mate. I've seen it plenty of times.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But that stand 3 into it is trying to bait that later 117 health. Razak here gets past the back 2, and this is going to be tough. Oh, no, he got a fatal blown. Now when he can do it. Oh, come here, grab.
Wait.
Taking the juice. He does get Oki off of this 4-2 in a dream. And he held up. If Aztec would have done, I can't believe it. If he would have done what is kind of the bread and butter there, you don't wait and then forward 2 because that gives your opponent too much time to actually do something. If you forward 2, you stop them from being disrespectful in that moment. But it is a scary situation because of the wake-up options here in MK11.
So, there were so many layers to that final moment.
Oh, yeah.
The moment the command grab comes out, I mean, I was even thinking, like, is Aztec going to amplify this or not? Because you amplify, yeah, you get damage, but you lose the setup. You know, it's very often that a Kotal Khan player will stick out that command grab, they'll let it rock without amplifying it mid-screen because dash up and being able to get some kind of Oki.
Yeah, that's actually one of the biggest questions that we get as Kotal Khan players is why and in Twitch chat, why does no Kotal Khan amplify their command grab? Because they don't want to lose pressure. If you lose pressure as Kotal Khan, to me that's wasted time and wasted space.
Han Rashid currently 2-1 up here on Aztec. Aztec has had plenty of pop-offs in this tournament, mostly saying that, I mean, you can see how much this kind of result would mean to him. Top 8 is one thing, but everyone in this top 8, they don't want it to end here. They want to see as far as they can go, maybe even take the whole thing. And Aztec, a journey of 2 years at least, but talking a journey to be Han Rashid. From day 1, he's been grinding this out.
And one of the most, my goodness, that almost knocked him out. Still able to chase him down though with that wave dash, and in that respect, get a command grab. I don't even know what the mind game was there behind that. Hold on a second, big buns are being impressed. Big damage to the corner, taking a chunk out of that neck. You might have taken the whole thing, if I'm being honest with you. Up 3 works.
First time up 3's been used, a quick confirm into that fatal blow.
I think this is death. He's gonna nail. Hammer the proverbial nail.
I think he's alive.
The offhand is just like 15 damage here at the end. Yeah, 58. He's going to praise the sun. Nogus forward 3 fatal look out.
Whoa, hang on a minute. Han Rashid just dashing in saying, you know, mate, I'm like, oh, the back. Are you serious?
The audacity. The audacity. He's just going to hold up on wake up, and it's the right read. Han Rashid looking to slide into Aztec's DM.
I don't think
he said, I got him close, my friend.
Han Rashid got a bit of a taste of his own medicine there. That's exactly how he ended the last game with the pizza. Out of nowhere. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh wait, you gonna put him back?
Put him back in there.
Hey, cook him a little bit more. Looks like meat's back on our menu, boys.
The question is, how did the Urukai know the word menu? Anyway, 2K.
Wait.
Totally irrelevant. Totally irrelevant. However, that is food for thought, is it not? Aztec pushes forward the discus to create that space for the chip damage. Not going to challenge that jump in. A risk that might not be worth taking at this point. Rashid can only do so much from this range. I mean,
and that's exactly what I do because push is going to do no damage. God Ray's actually a really good threat against Fujin and a staple, as it were. When we talk about this matchup a lot, God Ray's actually a bust, especially full screen. It forces Fujin to come to you. In most cases than not, even here, but as long as he's got Fatal Blow, you really don't want to do that. If you're in range of Wave Dash, that's a huge air to air. He's going to take the damage that he can, but Kotal Khan will live.
I mean, it is Fujin's Fatal Blow, though. I don't think he will.
Oh my goodness, wait a second.
Oh, no, never mind. You're right. It's 1050 health.
Yeah, 1050. It's safe. No way!
Oh!
Oh man! And then he wasn't blocking it. It's gonna get him killed. Unbelievable.
Oh, you hate to see
Oh.
it. Dedicates to the tick grab and the jab lands, making yourself open for punishment. This is now going to be a match point for Han Rashid. What a tragic way to go out if Aztec does not manage to secure this. Lovely Sunray. Han Rashid, he's taken a lot of damage to do this, and now he's in trouble. Plus frames. Tries to anti-air. No one home. We're amplifying it now, boys. Hey! Hey!
Damage buff loaded too. Was ready for the wake up, and this is gonna do all of the damage in the realm of Aztec.
Amplify too. Hey! Hey!
And look at his tattoos. This man is glowing. Unblockable. I thought the Aztec special was coming. He's really feeling himself right now.
I thought you were the wind god, so I'd send you to the skies. Healers pick up here. Han Rashid needs to make this comeback happen, and the wake up jump, winning round 1 and 3 with the exact same strat. With this being losers bracket though, folks, I mean, this is the one match left to go. Elimination territory. Someone's going to be out at 7th. Neither players want it to be them.
This man's talking to the coach of his opponent. Did he just give advice to the person giving advice to his opponent?
That's when he goes, hey, come here, come here, come here. You're a scrub.
Hey, come here. What you said doesn't matter. I'm going to wake up jump still.
Doesn't matter. I'm Aztec.
Can we just do the Quan Chi laugh?
Wule. Wule. That's too. This needs to be lower. Wule. 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 That was better. That one was better. Gonna add the operatic.
Quan
Anyway.
Chi for MK12. 2-2 here in losers round 1 of top 8. Combo Breaker 2022. Starting off with 241 guaranteed damage, mind you, with that sword from hell that is Kotal Khan's quarter circle forward 2. If you ask me to pronounce it, I will not be able to.
Oh, I couldn't even begin. But once more, Aztec definitely realized that if Wind Push is going to be a threat, then that Sunray is going to be something to try and challenge. But Han Rashid immediately wise to it. Using the wind to essentially fade out the Sunray and then using it to just close in the distance. And now the down 2. Maybe expected Aztec to get breakaway just a little bit earlier, but either way, here comes Aztec. Oh, we're amplifying it now, though. We want the damage.
Oh, yeah. Such good patience here. Aztec's got more patience, I feel like.
Oh, my God.
Go back down to earth, my friend. Better damage, better mix-ups. Papa Khans.
That was
As he gets
not
the
worth
worst
risk.
input error you can get with Kotal Khan, missing out on the amplified disc and the pressure, or maybe even the cat with the back forward 4. And that's going to be punishable for days. Is he going to still live, though? 8 point, there's no way. Do you believe in magic right now? The pushes put him down to 1. He can survive 1 more. He does have a cat.
You can't even
right.
risk the Sunray here because with Han Rashid having meter. Wait a minute. You're not going to take any
No damage?
The jump! No, let it go! He let it go, Aquaman!
How many times are we going to see people get absorbed by the end of that?
I went into Combo Breaker forgetting that string even existed, and now we're just seeing it every time!
And that was so smart of Han Rashid to jump at a Kotal Khan and do that flip kick when he did, because every Kotal Khan's going to try to anti-air stand 1 from that distance.
Now, side switching throw Han Rashid off to a fantastic start. Aztec, I'd say back against the wall, but with all that meter and all those resources, not even mentioning the extra health. The problem is though that he's getting constantly mixed here. The environment, the beautiful throw escape, but he needs so much more. You want a flawless block? Eat this!
And that's what covers people just jumping the command grab so well. Is he gonna get punished? Oh, back down to earth. Great hook out for this too. You're right in Kotal Khan's face. He was looking for the jump. I think it was Aztec off. That says unhand me. And barely misfaces the jump in. Han Rashid could have had an opportunity right there for the whiff punish the jump. Yeah, the sky the floor. 2 connects. We're gonna scramble. 2-2 whiffs. Down for the hit advantage and look for Aztec to swing right there. Keeps it safe. He does have the disc. Analyze one, chases him down, and look at the movement of his own. That's a big boy moving quick. 4-2 connects, and that just might do it. Aztec's gonna stay alive.
That is going to do an absolute ton of damage. More than likely going to be the kill as well.
He's
You are
undead.
dead. And you know what that brings us into, Mr. Aquaman?
Final game, final round.
This is what you love to see. Combo Breaker 2022. We haven't had MK here. Well, we haven't had a Combo Breaker in 3 years, have we? Welcome back. This is what it's all about.
Take away the gap. That's why he brings the ground cat right there. Love those mind games and don't expect to maybe see what a conversion. We've seen it all tournament long in final game, final round situations. Aztec breaks out the unblockable. Will we see it?
I don't know. Maybe Han Rashid is thinking about it.
Either back 2-2 unblockable or 4-2 unblockable. I'm making the read.
Right. Oh, unfortunately, actually a bit of a damage trade-off in that sense. Who's going to get opened up next?
Ooh.
Whoa, you want to jump in, do you? Eat this grab. Regular stuff.
Took away the gap right there, the 4-3 as well. Trying to bully people forward their knowledge is Aztec. With his okay, that's going to be the KD.
Oh, no.
And this is huge. Aztec, no fatal blow. The comeback factor not as big right now. He's going to need a little bit of damage. And that's going to be about all she wrote. Although he's going to survive with a gun right. The down 2 is enough. And Han Rashid avenges. The only loss of the tournament that he has is to Aztec. And now he's going into the quarterfinals. Got to be feeling himself pretty well after the run back.
I said at the start of this series between these two that it's almost a guarantee that the run back is going to be different to how things went the last time they faced, and that's exactly what happened. Aztec looked incredibly strong last time, and now going into this, Han Rashid not only really securing the run back in such a fashion where there's adaptation all over the shop. This was how you want it to go. This was how you want it to go. This was when he got the win.
This was from yesterday. Chair went flying. Han Rashid didn't know what to do.
I'm not going to lie. I got here right as that ended, so I didn't know what happened. I was like, did Aztec lose? Did he pick the chair up and just throw it?
I want Han Rashid's face right there as an emote on Twitch somewhere. That's all I'm saying.
When people ask for meat for MK12.
And then this was from their encounter just now. What a classic. As every match I feel like has been here at Combo Breaker.
Cool. So much to break down though, Acroman.
Yes.
I mean, we've got to say for sure, Aztec really trying to play around the fact that Fujin's the one that's going to be mobile. He's going to be flying around, kind of doing what he wants, and it's going to be your job as Scuttle Khan to make sure you try and contain the uncontainable. But Rashid, so many reactions. Yeah, the flawless blocks were fantastic. Stuff like that, you know, just getting the read on the instant jump in, and then the fatal blow did so much work as well.
And this scramble.
Oh, that was.
Another one. Luckily, Aztec was still able to send us to a game 5. And here he says, hey, whatever you just said, it ain't gonna matter. Praise the sun.
Unfortunately, it's not how things ended. But you know what? Like I said, I'm always happy for the story to change. We went to the final round. You can even see it there. Look, Han Rashid. I think even he wasn't really expecting that to work.
That's what's crazy. And here towards the end, Aztec sends us to a final game with the Kotal Khan special. And here wasn't the biggest threat for Han Rashid to feel like he can be aggressive. And that's exactly what he did. You know, Kotal Khan, when he puts up God Ray like that, sometimes it gives them a little bit of, you know, you feel yourself a little bit. You're like, I got a little bit of protection here.
Okay.
But enough to save him. And this is circle, highlight, and star this one, underline it. Highlight it if you got it. This is a big one down here because one of these two is going home at 7th.
So there are so many layers to this matchup between these two. They have played competitively in the past. Rewind, a player that needs no introduction, and to be fair, I think Video Game Show very much the exact same, but Rewind has a lot more experience with these American top 8s, these American tournaments. Video Game Show has only been to a few of them, and this is the first time he was able to break into a top 8. He narrowly lost to one of the Chilean twins, Scorpion,
yes,
in the winner's bracket. That was last game situation. To even reach that point of the tournament, he had to defeat Kombat in a nail-biter of nail-biters of a Johnny Cage mirror match.
Mirror of the year, potentially.
This is the best I've ever seen him play. And to be fair, he might be kind of confident here because Rewind and VGY did clash in 2019 during the pro competition. It was the first time Video Game Show had actually played. It was at the ECT. He was using Shao Kahn back then. And if my memory is correct, he did actually defeat Rewind quite convincingly. Back then, to be fair, no one really had Shao Kahn matchup knowledge. He did eventually fight Burrito Voorhees, who had a really good Shao Kahn, and he actually knew the matchup, right? So he was able to work around it, as it were. But Video Game Show knows he has what it takes to kind of really bring it to Rewind, but Rewind is Rewind. You know, confidence is one thing. This guy is one of the best in the world.
Both of these two surviving a scare in the last round. If you remember, Rewind having his back to the wall against Turkey as well in the last round of winners. So both these two getting by, and what could have been, you know, one game away from not being in this position. But here they are, Video Games Yo. Already a better performance from CEO, I believe, going out at 9th down there, if I'm not mistaken.
He did. He was very, very close to the top 8, but he psyched himself out. He spoke to us afterwards, and it was disappointed with his first winner's side performance. He just couldn't focus. His heart wasn't in it for the rest of the tournament. Something that's very common with players that are still kind of finding their feet, really. And all right, hang on a minute.
Hey, we're quick.
All right, we've actually already started the match, and it's going to be Kotal Khan versus Johnny Cage.
Rewind on Kotal Khan, and I've only heard rumor of this man's Osh-Tech, and Scorpion Prox also brings some Kotal Khan. This is, I mean, there's a lot of praising of the sun going on right now.
I tell you what, Rewind has absolutely no character loyalty. If a character's good and he knows he can do it, he'll do it, and that's what it's all about, man.
You saw the previous round where he fought Kotal Khan. He picked Kano. Why? Because he could abuse that string over and over and over again. And this matchup is really good. On paper, it's kind of like the mirror in that they have really similarly ranged normals. Forward 3, back 3 from Johnny Cage. Same ranges. But Rewind going to be looking to do a little bit more damage than Johnny Cage brings to the table. And using regular throws because he has a double KB on forward and back. Oh! He parried it!
My!
Oh my! No! That wasn't real. That wasn't real.
Your eyes are not lying to you, Mr. Ackerman. My man went into a parry knowing full well BGY was going to pull the trigger on that up 3. That was one hell of a way to start a set and a bit of a message to send, to say the least.
Something I've always thought is that these players at the highest possible caliber of the game, if they get their hands on Kotal with something like that, Kotal Khan might be a little bit broken.
We start things off with the command grab, though. That damage, that setup. I mean, I think you're onto something, to be honest, because Rewind looked at Kotal in the current state and went, hey, you know what? I think I'm going to look at this character. This character could be pretty cheap.
And breaks, I mean, he's kind of anti-meta in a sense. Microduck OS exists, but Kotal Khan breaks that. Mid command grab, you have to actually guess in your minus frames. You actually have to guess on the staggers, on the tick throws. He forces a guess situation. It's not something a lot of characters are able to do in this game.
Video Game Joe did get that reactionary block on the advancing string, but without meter, no way he was going to be able to up to it. At the very least, I guess checking out a little bit of chip damage throw. Punishing. All right, the dynamic expands. You want to go for parries now? Let me go for some other options. However, easy confirm. And that's now a little bit of a late break. The command grab perfectly. Amplifier. 1, 2, and
praise the sun.
Yeah.
And that's going to be all she wrote. Nothing you can do there. You might as well just fall over like the henchman in Austin Powers. Just fall down.
You haven't even got a name tag.
You haven't even got a name tag.
You've got no chance.
Fight.
But let's talk about why you've picked this matchup. So you're going up against Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage is a neutral character. Really, that's what his whole game plan is. Kotal Khan's got a pretty damn good neutral as well. Assertive buttons. A real bully playstyle. And I guess extra health helps. But the tools that Kotal brings forward here, I think, is just going to be really good for him to fight this matchup. And yeah, I saw that short hop. Don't worry.
Oh yeah. It was through a forward too, though, of all things. Oh no, he's drinking that Hollywood blood tonight. Get back to the corner. It's time to guess for your life. Next hit could kill.
That's
and it does.
That'll
be all she wrote.
The round.
Oh no, he's gonna put him out of the corner though.
Yeah, but he's not that far out of it. I don't think he really minds. I think he'd rather take the round.
He's actually coming into this round with a little bit of a damage buff. I think it lasts a couple of seconds in the next round.
Uh-oh. Joe is getting clipped all over the place, and that's just Rewind. A solid understanding of the game, but not afraid to just pull the trigger on these weird buttons.
That's why I said the matchup is, like, pretty interesting, because Kotal Khan's range does play a massive factor. He can whip punish Johnny for pressing buttons from quite far away. And we all know Johnny Cage want to play footsies.
This is the kind of, with the way things are going right now, I don't even know if Video Game Joe is going to use Johnny Cage in the next match. I just think that the way Rewind is playing here is far too assertive. And Video Game Joe, he's not in control of any of this. You know what I mean? Like, this is all Rewind right now, and that's not how Video Game Joe... Oh, mix up! Are we going to go back to character select? For the love of God,
honestly,
don't rematch. Don't go straight into rematch after that.
Of all of his characters, let me see.
Well, he plays Noob Cybot now. He plays Joker a fair amount.
Kotal Khan.
Might see the Shao Kahn.
Either way, no matter what character he picks, even if he goes back to Cage, this moment is important. With those two quick defeats, you cannot go straight into game 3. It would have been a critical mistake because your brain's not going to be in it. You're flustered. You're all over the place. He needs to sit here and think about what's happening. even if he's not thinking about which character do I pick, he's at least calming down here.
Shao Kahn.
Oh. So,
No.
I think that Shao Kahn does well in the matchup.
He's done it.
He is, and are we going to, wait, did I just hear what I think I heard?
He's picked Shao Kahn. He's done it. The question is, if he were to take this game, Rewind doesn't have to stick with Kotal.
Yes.
Could pick someone else. But looks like VGY going in with the Shao Kahn, the character that definitely put him on the map, and actually the character he used to defeat Rewind when they first encountered.
Oh my goodness, Rewind has already made 2 galactic reads to begin this match. Starting off with the slowest thing imaginable with back 2-2 and forcing the breakaway, and now this is all guaranteed damage, and he's drinking that blood, and he's trying to get some payback for story mode.
I tell you, at this point, every
Oh no!
up, Rewind has guessed correctly. Or if you look
Oh,
at
he's
my
gonna grab
God!
him to death!
I have never seen mixes
He is-
work so consistently.
And he's frozen in places, VGY, right now.
Fight.
Needs to make something happen. It's do or die now. Looking to answer back on the parry, but so far he is really giving him exactly what he wants. Rewind, waits the patience, and then
Hey!
okay, here we go. We have something to work with.
There's
An opening, if you
a
will.
lot of damage. 393, another corner. Abusing those jump ins. Not falling for those short hops. Is Rewind, though. You don't want to get hit by that down 4 at all. It's plus 8,222 on hit. There it is.
Now we're finally starting to see a little bit of the element. A nice reactionary block there from Rewind. There's one of the new buffs that Shao Kahn got a while back. Gives him so much damage, it does.
Oh my!
Hey!
427 for a single bar, and he said, "This was for our world." Oh no, that was gonna crack. That was gonna.
I love the fact that the crowd is really getting behind every combo that Shao Kahn is doing. Shao Kahn is a crowd pleaser. And I think that round for VGY, so important to be like, right, we've got to refresh.
Fight.
This was all happening, there's too much too quickly.
I mean, this is a showdown of the big bodies of MK, of Mortal Kombat, the 2 emperors of Outworld, going at it.
Looking for plus frames, more patience there for VGY, but the down 1 pickup, Rewind, currently on match point, make no mistake. Video Game Joe, this is his last chance. Oh no!
No defensive bar. Looking scary right now. Didn't even want to go optimal. He's just taking the damage while he's got it. I think he had a damage buff on there because that did 393 damage. He had to guess a command grab there as well. And once again, VGY kind of frozen in place. And every time he jumps on command grab, he's gotten away with it.
But the throw made the standing 1 whiff. That was really unusual, and actually that is going to be it for Video Game Show. I think VGY, I think he's going to be disappointed with that.
He just blocked a jump kick, or he did a jump kick and got command grabbed.
Yeah, but that whole ending of the match was really weird. I ain't gonna lie. That ending was so unusual. Like the standing 1 whiffed because the regular grab hit him, and I don't know what.
He had a lot of jump swift too because he actually read command grab well, or at least read the time to jump well. The jump kick didn't have a big enough hitbox behind it to get a punish, and then Rewind was able to swing in the recovery, and that's gonna be all she wrote. Played that astronomically well because I've never seen VGY as frozen as he was in this matchup. He didn't know what to do against command grab.
Rewind just picked Kotal Kahn.
What command grab?
And he threw himself at him, and it just kept on working. I've
And
no choice but to respect it. I mean, he played it well. His sixth sense for when to go for a button and when to go for a command grab, that may as well have been 100% success rate. We saw a sign of life with that round that VGY took with Shao Kahn, but I'm going to be honest, the way Rewind played that and the character he used, there was definitely an element
right there.
That was so
That was
weird.
the opportunity.
That was so weird.
And he had those twice in that set, and then he was just in his head, knew that was negative enough, that VGY was going to respect something. And Rewind takes it's going to move on to face Perfect Shinny in the loser's quarters, and Gurhan Rashid looking spicy, and Nicolas Scorpion Prox. Will we see the Nightwolf mirror from the CEO Grand Finals?
I mean, I'm going to kind of expect the unexpected from them too, because they've already been able to display that they can play pretty much every character, and when you go head-to-head with basically your #1 training partner, you're not always going to go in with the mains, because the mains will be too predictable. You might need to have some kind of extra edge. We've seen it tons with other players, but I'll tell you what, we have more time to go into this, because in a few minutes' time, we will be back. But for now, we're going to go for a short break. Don't go anywhere, though, as Combo Breaker 2022, Mortal Kombat will continue. See you in a bit. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Combo Breaker with Mortal Kombat 11 and the top 8 that is, at the moment, I mean, we're well underway in this position. I think at this point we have Han Rashid versus Gur. These are two players that have had to kind of really fight tooth and nail to be where they are right now. We did just see Rewind take it quite convincingly over Video Game Joe. So it's after that, it's going to be Perfect Shinny versus Rewind as our next matchup on stream after this one. I mean, the games continue to be fantastic.
And look at Gur in a zen state here on the Combo Breaker stage. Ready. Oh my goodness. Let's say Gur coming out of that mode. This is nothing but love here. Gur, the most impossible person in the community to hate. Someone that wears passion on his sleeve, heart, everything in between. We go against Han Rashid, who gave us a classic in the last one, avenging his loss to Aztec earlier. This is quarterfinal action. Loser going home at 5th here at Combo Breaker. And let's get into it. The matchup gonna be the Fujin Wind God and the Time Lord himself, the immortal.
You are Kronika's crowning achievement.
I am her will perfected.
So much for intelligent design.
Ooh, the burn from
Savage
Fujin.
roast, mate. But Gur, the biggest thing about him being able to play Garrus in this manner is just having the tools to fight most of the cards means that if you just have wonderful experience versus someone like Han Rashid, you kind of already halfway know what you're supposed to be doing. And Gur and Han Rashid, I imagine they fought each other many times online. These are two regular attendees to tournaments. Gur, the kind of play that do that. What? That was a delicious little pickup.
We got some guaranteed damage there, breakaway 2, and Gur, is he going to be affected by the loss that he just had to this character, Fujin, who is almost anti-Gur playstyle, right? You cannot stop Fujin from coming in. You cannot keep him away, but for so long. 6.11 HP and a dream, and it won't be enough as Han takes round number 1. This is the best. This is one of the cleanest I've seen Han play in quite some time.
It's time to do it. When you're in loser's bracket, it's do or die. You're out. You know, if you lose the set, you're going to be more than aware of that himself.
And Costa, he's still flawless blocked after that. I don't even know what to say. What I wanted to say is that everyone knows what Han Rashid is capable of and has for quite some years. And it's almost as if every time he didn't have this result, people were surprised. And no one's won.
Maybe.
That's 300. Have a nice day.
I love how we'll just be having a conversation.
Yeah, I don't know what I was talking about.
We're like, oh yeah, by the way, that's going to KB.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Let's just sit back and enjoy.
ending things with that nice little side switch, getting the down 2 for the launch. The down 2 from downtown. Get me out of that sound code. There's Johnny Cage in the background and popping off.
But what I was saying is that this is a result that we expect from Han Rashid. I feel like after the last couple of years, again, no one wants to fight him in bracket. We've seen him improve time and time again, and he's back in the in the top 8 circle. Gur chops the neck to take the round and says, "This is your destiny. To lose to me? Let's find out."
Fight.
Oh my god.
Second time in a row, he whiffed it and flawless blocked after.
It's the bait. It's the bait upon bait. I know you're going to try and press the button here. You're Gearus as well. You got mids. You got mids for days. Of course you're going to press. There's a pickup now. Spending another bar of meter here for double down 2. Just take as much damage as we can. Back into the corner. Here comes the Oki.
And a great knockdown off that command grab. 2 6 down 4. What a swing from Han Rashid at that range of the back one. Really hard to check here after that down 4 on block. Tries to tighten tackle. And gets nothing but air. And he said, whoa, I can't go too far back. The clone's back there. But he's going to read the teleport from Gur. Gets it out. Shifting sands. Reads it. Still in it. He's going to mess him up. Can't swing there. It comes off the screen. Now he knows he can move. Just simple checks. No overcommitments. Comes in. Not ready for this. -7 on block is that gauntlet. And Gur, one of the ones that he uses it the most. I love it. That teleports in.
-7 may sound unsafe, but it's worth remembering that down 3 goes pretty far too.
And -7 is a spot where you can take your turn, but they can't follow you.
Yes, they can. Hang on a minute, Han Rashid. The offense begins here. Fatal blow locked and loaded. So is a couple of bars a meter. The delayed wind push, but he wants you to press the button so bad.
And Han is someone that does say that he can hit convert forward 3, and he might need something like that. 5 seconds, the kick throw, the power drill. 3, 2, 1, and that killed all of the time. Are you kidding me? So many seconds off of the clock, and what a smart tick throw that I don't think any of us saw coming, and that was on someone we consider an interactable master in Gur.
Now, you know what's really funny is that using the saw as a tick throw to bypass and use up all the remaining time to steal away a timeout win is the exact way one of the games went between Scorpion Prox and Video Game Joe. Video Game Joe did the exact same thing. It was mere a few hours ago, and I feel like I'd never seen that before, and now here we are seeing it twice in one day. How about that?
Yes.
But this is really important. You know, that first game, breathing space, a little bit of comfort. You know you've got what it takes here. You've already been able to take out one opponent in this top 8. You know, who's one step closer to that big old win against, I mean, let's be fair, there's so many amazing players on that winner's side that it's very scary to think about.
Round 1. Fight.
Game 2 begins. Now overcommitting, that was kind of disgusting. He's doing stuff with the intent on making you press a button, and he's been quite good at it. Execution through for 3.
Baby. I remember we first started to see those combos and Fujin players like, oh, I don't know about that. Maybe I'm practically hard, and now it's just a basic B&B lovely with punish. Standing 4 as well, just for that little pickup, make that combo a little bit easier. Gur is in a lot of trouble so far. Han Rashid's looking real good. Wavu, 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 throw him.
I didn't realize we were fighting on an ice skate rink.
Sorry, mate, didn't get the memo.
He just glided across the screen into Gur's face and not ready for it. Gur's one of those people that is really susceptible to wave dash strike throw because he's always, and I talked to him right before top 8, he's always on the mind to try to flawless block something, which is sitting there and blocking, right? And really good for Han to use that against him. Sweep. Really see that one?
Instant jump in. I think really trying to challenge a potential breakaway that might have been there. There's the counter poke flawless block. Something Gur is rather famous for at this point. Command grab ender. Right. What's the mix-up? Is there going to be a mix-up? Wake up forward 3. Not the first time we've seen that today. Clearly a bit of matchup knowledge. Corner ender though once more. Loving the knockdown frames. I mean, that's becoming rather common with Fujin players these days.
That escape fail too. That's a bit scarier.
Oh,
Both hits the kill. Titan tackle not close enough to 300, but hey, 150 is some decent damage. Fucking man with the down 4 gets absorbed. Every poke that gets absorbed by that aerial cyclone, and Angel loses its wing somewhere in Earth Realm.
That is an absolutely phenomenal break there from Gur. It saved his skin and it kept him in the game. That could have been either direction, thanks to Fujin.
But with his stand 3 puts on the clone, he's gonna teleport. He baits it. Oh, in, out, in, gets the air. No sand trap. Didn't have. Oh, you know what was there? Oh my goodness, was it sand trap? Was it fatal blow? It could have been either or off the jump kick. No OS from Gur. It's gonna cost him.
And that was really scary as well, going into the immediate skywalk by itself, because on Rashid, he was mere frames away from having the meter to amplify it, which is normally the only reason you would use that. So that was almost a critical miscalculation of the resources, but Gur didn't capitalize. That's unfortunate, and now has to make a reverse sweep.
We're in the top 5, technically, of this top 8. I want to make a quick note on the character variety that we've seen as well. I mean, just in this top 5, we got the Geras, we got a lot of Fujin, we got some Cabal action, we got some Cetrion action, Rewind, we've seen all over the place in the top 8. We've seen the Kodokan in the top 16, we saw the Kano. So we're seeing some of the big bruisers, and then we got kind of, again, all over the place. We got Cetrion, we got a little bit of zoning, and then whatever the Twins use in Winners Finals, who knows. But right now, we are locked in at 2-0 for Han Rashid and trying to press the buttons after the down 1 of Gur. He's gonna send it back to the clone. Time to guess. That's such a beautiful setup. It's my favorite that Gur has.
Now, unfortunately, Gur went into that standing 1 tick throw. The standing 1 hit its mark. Really the double-edged sword of going for a mix-up like that. You know, you open yourself up to punishment.
Have you noticed that in this tournament, I feel like the most times I've ever seen someone go for a tick throw and people just get hit by the poke.
Yeah, it's happened at least twice. Absolutely. Now there's the pickup.
Big damage.
Oh, absolutely. And importantly, keeping him in the corner too. Whee!
Let's check it down for it. And the range he does that, oh, that's a little old school because it's really hard to hit Geras at that range, and it's beautiful for those up 3s, and that's going to be the round. Geras on the board. Guys, keep in the corner, and luckily the down 2 doesn't send him flying behind him at that range. I was a little worried when that's not when he started up.
Fight.
But this is breathing room. He's on the board. And he gets settled. He's in a wonderful position. And I almost like that decision. That anti-crossover was disgusting right there from Han Rashid. What's the setup here?
Doing the exact same thing, but he was ready for the flawless block. Han Rashid, he has been on another level today with those.
Who does that?
Han Rashid.
He does do that. Gert did do maybe a little bit of a no-no by kind of doing the same thing twice. But there are mix-ups beyond that stand one in multiple layers. Says on hand to be one of the best throw tech animations in this game. Spaced beautifully with the backdash cancel back one. Han Rashid uses movement of Fujin to create the punish opportunities. Case in point. Tucker moving. First one at the breakaway. Just gonna hold onto the meter, go into a final round situation, but his back is to the wall right now, catch up.
Final
Match
round.
point for Han Rashid,
Fight.
and Gur in a lot of trouble. Concede this round, and your tournament journey is over. The down two, knowing it was coming out. Yo, this is
The most graceful short hop punch in the game.
But this is where we start to bring out things like that. Han Rashid hasn't done it all game long, all series long. And now it's match point. Oh no, Gur! He is getting absolutely steamrolled by the Fujin so far, and right now Han Rashid looking to get a flawless victory.
And then down two almost did it, he's still flawless blocked afterwards. Gur could not play Mortal Kombat 11 in that final round. Han Rashid said, this is my tournament right now. I'm making the run. Gur going home at 5th, but a round of applause for the performance. Gur still at the apex, the upper echelon of competitive Mortal Kombat 11, representing Dynamic Focus. Shouts to them. All MK seasons long, they've been a pair, and we've seen them on stage in some of the best moments in this game. Han Rashid, like I said, I feel like he's finally living up to what we know he's capable of here at Combo Breaker.
It's important for him to be able to do that because I've seen Han Rashid play well. He's been able to get high placings in like certain online tournaments, for example, if I'm not mistaken, during one of the pro competition West Coast events.
Well.
He got grand finals, didn't he? So he's had his fair share of tournament success, but I think that in the offline major realm, he was still somewhat finding his feet in year one. Han Rashid started to really grow in success once Fujin came out. He played Liu Kang before. So now we're in a situation where, look, Fujin's out, it fits your style better, you're a bit more comfortable with this character, and then the pandemic happens. So anyone that is playing one of these new characters that really helped them find their mojo, if you will, missed that opportunity to come to a Combo Breaker and show everyone what they can do. And Han Rashid having that chance to do it this weekend, he's been doing incredibly. I mean, top 4, bro.
This round was ridiculous. I mean, watch this flawless block. All right, GG's, shake my hand. But he was one of the few to also play in the Mortal Kombat X bracket on Friday, and he had one of the best reverse 3-0s I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen him pop off like that before, and that got him in the mood, I think, for MK11 on Saturday, because he's been gaming ever since.
Just knowing that you have what it takes to make those kind of plays is really important. I mean, I tell you what, though, Perfect Shinny versus Rewind. I was talking to Rewind earlier today before the top 24 even started, and Rewind basically said, I was like, who's in your path? And Rewind was like, oh yeah, I got to fight the winner of Woozy or Perfect Shinny. So it's going to be Setrio. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, you're comfortable with that matchup. Rewind was like, yeah, I'm not really worried because, I mean, I've played loads against Dragon, who's like the #1 Cetrion. So in theory, I should be fine. And with that, he mentioned Kano. So I think he's probably going to pick Kano.
But with that in mind, Dragon has not competed in quite some time. Quite some time. Years, in fact, ever since Pro-Comp ended.
Dragon doesn't like competing online. Simple as that.
So where's he gotten that experience since, potentially? Or does Dragon
Every other
or does Dragon or does Dragon secretly give games that I don't know about?
Well, it's been about a year, right? Because we did have We Play.
Yes.
We did have the Fighting League Season 1.
Kano.
Rewind, if I recall, I mean, 3rd place, I think. Being
Yeah,
able to
Rewind.
defeat Dragon there, where Dragon was practicing incredibly hard
And
for
it
it.
was with that Kano. I don't think anyone was ready for it. But that was a time where Kano, I feel like, caught a lot of people off guard, and then they hit the lab immediately, especially with the various that he brings to their table. He brings the big old red suck. What's it called? Everyone is calling my head on that.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, it's the biomagnetic pull.
Yeah, Bio Bull.
It's
First
a
blood
bio pull.
goes to Perfect Shinny, though. Who I have to mention, I haven't said it yet, but representing Team Ho is Perfect Shinny.
Well, from this point.
And there were a lot of hoes in the bracket here at Combo Breaker 2022.
Well,
We had 4K Barbie, shouts to the whole team here. Oh, and there it is.
oh, but he dropped the combo, and that's just going to be a clear punish. That's really unfortunate. And oh, dearie me.
Oh,
Okay.
what?
Not quite sure what's going on here, Aquaman. But
I don't know either, but I like it. If there's anything I like in the afternoon, it's a dirty scramble in Mortal Kombat. Buttons are being pressed out of the sky, it's still gonna convert. This is such a great pace of match already between these two. Buttons are being pressed. Can't pick a bad button, I feel like, on both of these characters.
the delayed forward one really wants you to think a command grab's coming. Plus frames. Plus frames.
Oh, this is just a beauty
Oh,
right now.
no!
Uh-oh, okay, got hit by the ladder, could have been worse. And now it's gonna be game! All of that pressure, 20 minutes of blocking pays off for perfect Shinny.
Now, having that kind of trump card, I suppose, is a dime and a dozen for Centurion. Being able to confirm those single hits or those couple hits into a fatal blow, that's going to be gone for the rest of the game. So I'm very curious. I think Rewind might even start making more risks now because, I mean, outside of KB, what's she going to do?
You mentioned something that's great, is that you do have to show Cetrion a lack of respect because you're only going to eat 18%, like at max, more times than not. On a punish, uh-oh. Look at the health bar, just watch it melt. And this is disgusting. 70% of that health bar just disappeared in a matter of seconds. Checking the lumbar too, checks it again, and that's going to be a round for Rewind. Takes a sip, it says just another day at the office, mate.
I mean, if we really think about it, that's going to be even scarier because one thing we haven't touched on is that Centurion's a 950 health character. By the way, there we go with the amplify.
Oh,
Oh, and the set play begins. Plus frames.
There.
Into so much fire.
Look at the health bar literally melting. On fire, checks the back, and we need to get Cetrion to a hospital. That's gonna be it. I think he's gonna keep this unbreakable, but he misses the back one. Armor break's not there. But this is hard to come back from Cetrion because of the damage. That's what we talked about. Hold on, only a real master though. That was ridiculous. Not even a punish.
Flawless
Spot perfect
block.
Shinny pressing button.
Flawless
That's the
block,
word.
and then the suck to finish the day. But that's really what we're seeing here, and actually we saw the exact same thing against Video Game Joe, is an idea of player comfort and a confident understanding of the game to go, okay, well, against this player, I'm just going to pick this character and do this.
Yeah.
You know, so for example, against the Johnny Cage, it was, okay, well, Kettle Khan's kind of cheap, you know, so I'll pick Kettle Khan. I'm going to just dedicate to that mix all over the place. Plus frames, mix, work
And-
wonders. Here, oh, I'm Kano. I got mobility. I got set play. I got more damage than you. The Kano,
Oh.
exact same thing.
It's. I don't want to comment anymore.
No,
That was ridiculous. But it's what we know him for with his character, right? And it's something that sets Rewind apart from competition at times. It's his belief. It's the confidence. He's chock full of it.
Rewind's philosophy of the game is airtight, and that's why we're seeing him do so well right now. However, Neutral Duck doesn't want to pull the trigger on the crushing blow. That would have been a waste there. I mean, you've got to make a comeback, and then you don't want to just...
Oh my goodness! Fly swatted out of the sky with that rock. That was incredible. Jumps to pound though. Maybe could have got an air cannonball punish, but you have to read the cancel that we've seen from Shido all day long, and nothing new about that. The guaranteed back one slice. Hold on to the defensive bar, and my favorite line in all of Mortal Kombat.
been attacked.
Fight.
Just a little bit of protein in the middle of a match. You got to keep the energy going, right?
Man, that pull has been the absolute bane of perfect Shinny's existence so far. There's the back-to-back command grab.
Every time he's gone airborne, he's gotten sucked. On the ground, lumbar check. That's the way it has gone. And here in the corner, it's been a flaming carpet of death. Luckily, he didn't have any meter, but hey, even with that lighter fluid on you, that little bit of tick. And we see our first flawless victory.
I feel like perfect Shinny is sitting there thinking, yo, Rewind, can I play this video
Can I
game?
press a button?
Can I actually play the game? You know, this is a two-player game, man. I'm sitting right here.
I've got homies watching from home. Can you give me something?
And then Kano just spits in your face.
Sorry, mate. Job's a job.
Nice bit of attacker.
Looking like a man on a mission. Winner of this is going to be facing Han Rashid in the loser semifinals. I believe coming up next, though,
Goro's
the showdown.
Ah, I see.
Our first appearance of Jackie, I think maybe second appearance ever on stream here at Combo Breaker.
Which is genuinely surprising. What we have not seen in Jackie, we've made up for in Cetrion.
fight.
Cole,
However, and Kotal Khan's. Yeah, that's
Cabals.
correct. One hell of a comeback to make, though. This custom variation of Jackie Briggs, she's definitely seen to be a top 3 character for many a player. However, this is a character that is oh so common in competitive, so one would think if Rewind loses the match, there's likely going to be someone else he's going to pick. Oh, that was gross. Oh, that was gross.
Uttered. Gross was the perfect word. I was going to say disgusting, but it all means the same thing here. Check the back, and it's another 950 character. This hurts a little bit extra here. And now Fatal Blow can kill off of a hit.
Especially with a 950 health character like Jackie Briggs and Kano, a bit of a damaged machine. Happy trade so far. The Fatal Blow is important. Perfect Shinny cannot get hit by anything that will combo. Don't get hit by the pole.
Yeah, watch out for the
For
pull.
the love of God, don't get hit by the pole.
I'm petrified. And then he uses your respect of the pull to just pressure. You see that? Perfect spacing. All right, put out the glow, and what a call out by Rewind there. Almost knew when he was gonna send that ooze.
Is the leap coming, Aquaman? Answer yes. Answer 2, yes. Is there a leap? Is there a leap? Shinny hasn't leapt yet. He hasn't leapt yet, but the clock's ticking. Oh, you want to be respectful, do you? Eat this walk-up grass.
He's making you guess, do something or not. I have an answer for both. That's what he's saying right now. If you're gonna stay there on the ground, but finally, one adjustment from Shinny, he stays crouched and gets a punish because the only thing about that's gonna convert. Never mind. I don't even know what I was saying. That was ridiculous. Oh, no punish on through. Perfect Shinny had the opportunity. Rewind back on the hunt. That's a good punish, huge. Right to the back of the dome.
Hang
Yeah,
on.
kick.
If there's one chance to make a comeback, it's going to come off a crushing blow. No! But he doesn't confirm into the bio pool. Wait a minute. Bit of a scramble here, but Kano, one would think, is the king of scrambles. That crusty man.
Oh,
Oh!
and he caught Rewind pressing. But you know, Rewind's sitting there with a 2-0 lead, going, okay, that's one less thing for me to worry about in the next round, because I'm still sitting pretty.
No pain, no
The 4-4 crushing blow. Well, I think it's 4-4. The kick crushing blow that we saw earlier. Gone.
3-3, maybe 4-4.
Fatal blow gone. 2 very important moves that now can't be used. I mean, Rewind still on match point. I would still say this is a fantastic position to be in. However, the rush down from Perfect Shinny has to make this one count.
Oh, wow, Cannibal having a priority coming out so fast. No commitment. Trying to keep it grounded because the threat of coming grab. Trying to roll underneath it. It almost worked out if the amplification didn't come on that.
Uh-oh. Obstacle once more.
Stop. Stop it. All right. Gets a little fire of her own out. And a missed input by Rewind. Give a little gift with only the stem 1 punish.
Shinny didn't have any meter, only just
Oh,
built
Re-
visible. That's it!
Even Fatal Blow. That's what I was worried about. The Rewind almost found himself in a position where he said, I want you to hit me, give me Fatal Blow. And that does exist in MK11. I know it does. I know some of you at home sit there at 31 health and go, please hit me with a poke. Double trigger.
Just ready to rock it. But we've got to give massive, massive shout-outs to Perfect Shinny, I think. Perfect Shinny went into this. I would actually go on record and say that if you were to make like a fantasy bracket, I don't think loads of people out there would have kind of had Perfect Shinny as a immediate pick. You know, you look at all the people that are in the bracket and how many events they've been in and how well they've been doing. Perfect Shinny, you know he's a really good player, but you just don't know how much. I haven't seen them as much as I've seen other people.
Exactly.
It's a very long way of putting it, I'm sure, but like,
and
what a story! What a journey! I like it.
And we have our eyes and ears everywhere in the competitive scene, or we try to anyway, with all the events going on. And a result like this, you only got to give props where they're deserved and where they're earned here. Perfect Shinny, put that name on your lookout for list in future tournaments. This was disgusting start to end though from Rewind. This was, dare I say, a bullying, like we saw in the last one. He's been bullying people with this Kano, and hey, I'm loving it.
It's what we mentioned before about Rewind having a game plan. Got a team of characters. All of those characters will have cheap stuff. You know, whether it's going to come down to like Kotal Khan and the mix and the health and everything else, Kano and just this absolute sheer display of set play and the plus frames. I think about Kano, it's not very regular that a character has this degree of set play in MK11. Kano kind of breaks that rule, doesn't he? And I mean, the change to Jackie, a good choice. Because not only is Jackie one of the best characters anyway, but she's short. The forward one string,
Yeah.
you can't rely on it as much.
Exactly, and the fact that he was still able to play around that, and we only saw one spin get ducked after that is sensational. We'll be facing off against Han Rashid in the losers semis, and Nicolas Scorpion Prox in the winners finals. Guys, top 4 is set, and this is where, I mean, legends are made in this community. Let's go. It's going to be a battle of the twins here in winners finals at Combo Breaker 2022. They're already on stage. That was so fast.
Nicholas and Scorpion Proc, what I'm going to say before we even begin is expect pretty much any character on the roster, I think.
Grab some popcorn.
I've
You got snacks.
I've been commentating NetherRealm games for about,
700 years.
about 7 years.
Oh, okay.
About 7 years or so.
I give you a couple extra.
And in that time, I've actually seen a fair amount of siblings that practice together use their mains against other people, and then when they play each other in bracket, they don't. Now, that's not because they're colluding. That's because if you're training against someone who knows everything about this character, you need to have some kind of edge against them that is a bit unexpected. You might not have the confidence to use those characters against other people, but against your training partner, you've got to surprise them with something.
Absolutely, not just with brothers and twins, but in general, the people I hated fighting the most were the people I practiced with at my local. I didn't care if I was fighting Sonic, I didn't care if I was fighting anyone else. The people that you practice with know the most about how you play, right? And especially these two that are probably playing, I don't know, 8 hours together at home every single day. What can you throw at your brother that he hasn't seen before? That's the ultimate question here.
We've seen it with the likes of MIT and DJT. We've seen it with the likes of
It's an unfair advantage to have a twin
K-Top
in
and
the NRS
H-Top.
community.
You know, Mustard and I break that rule. Not gonna lie, we broke that rule because we're just shameless character loyalists.
Yeah, but you guys did all right.
Yeah, man. That was a long time ago. It's a long time ago. I'm a washed-up professional Bloody Raw Extreme player.
I'm about to say, still making top 8s. Is young catch-up here, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, mate.
Don't be fooled.
I grew up playing Bloody Raw. I practiced hard for that tournament. When else would I get a chance to play it again? And this is what I'm talking about. Spawn and Geras?
If there's something that I know right now, I feel like I'm not going to burn myself by saying this, but I think we're going to see some unholy damage.
I think so.
Because this is one of the best players as far as execution right now in our community playing. I think #1 in damage in MK11, Spawn. Arguably, Kotal Khan with 3 totems. But Spawn just needs...
But if we're talking practical damage, if I hit you and the damage happens, it's a very different story, isn't it? However, Nicholas actually going in with the one. Straight up, just the Airletha Glide and the charging Hellspawn. However,
how can he be the one if he's dead?
That's very true. That's very, very true. No, I don't believe it.
Whoa.
Believe it or not, I'm still going to up 2 you. Understanding 3. But this is exactly what I mean, folks. We haven't seen Spawn from either of them. We haven't seen Geras from either of them. And now they're head-to-head. They're bringing out these weird characters. It's because they need to have this.
And
they need it.
And we're going to be seeing these characters at an incredibly high level. They just know how to play. Look at that hit confirmation. And the KB, that might kill. 389. Oh, my goodness. He gave him the Spartan boot right there for round 1. Going to Scorpion Prox, who was the winner down there in CEO in this matchup in Grand Finals. That was a raw 4-3 choke. He's been watching Tweety lately.
Yeah, that forward 3 was 100% buffered. Absolutely it was. Now the down 1 to steal the turn away.
This is going to be a much different Geras than you saw.
With
that
punish!
No.
Oh, the backdash. I can assume the backdash is a good timing for the potential break. We have seen Geras players now struggle with that because they can break really whenever they want. That is not a buffer you want. In fact, it wasn't a buffer at all. They just did it on block by accident.
Takes away the gap, checked by the throw. And with that big of a health lead, sometimes you have to tell yourself it's okay to eat that throw. And did he just wave dash with Geras? He doesn't wait, he moves an inch.
Oh, we definitely just saw some familiarity there. We saw that plus on block. All right, so here's the thing. We saw that Geras string that is plus on block. Normally, every single time, Geras players will then just do a down one or a button because they just want to get that turn.
Fight.
We saw that plus on block string into a micro forward dash 1-1. If they've ran this before, I bet backdashes happen all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee it.
Or flawless blocks in that situation, you're just trying to change up the timing, right? Ooh, out and in.
Or maybe jump backs too.
Oh, yeah.
God, I love watching brothers play together.
That was a little disgusting. The backdash whip punishes, and oh no, I don't know what that was, but we don't have to talk about it. This is a Chilean. What was I saying?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, that was great. That was thick, actually. He was ready for it too. I don't think Geras players be ready for that. And now the forward 2-1 is looking really good so far. Scorpion Prox is just annihilating, and actually,
He's
what
gonna
a choice. He didn't need it. He didn't need
He
it.
didn't need to do that whatsoever. He didn't need to do that. That was pure swag. Scorpion Prox 1-0,
Fight.
up around.
Safe on block, and that is going to give at least some kind of turn for Nicholas, but he needs a lot more than a turn at the moment. The flawless block up 2 is fantastic, but wait a minute, no meter.
And
We'll
even
just
that
take
was
the plus
super
frames
optimal
instead.
to know to go for the full forward 2-1-2, and that max distance short hop punch of Geras is really hard to punch. That trade? What's that? Oh!
What is going on?
Now he's just swagging on us. That's
Oh,
stop it.
no! The breaker.
He's got his own brother lost in the sauce. Help him!
All right, hang on a minute. We confirm.
Oh,
Doesn't get the double jump kick, not close enough to the corner to pull it off.
Mid-screen, you have to do double jump 1. Only in the corner do you get the big old Cabal, like, double jump kick. So close, though. That definitely would have put him in fatal blow territory to kill. I mean, he still might be. This is Spawn, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
He saw over 600 damage from K-Mac earlier in this bracket.
That's exactly my point. Lets it rock. No counter hit, though, just gets hit. That wasn't even charged either. A bit of a mix-up. Wait a minute. Hey!
That would have been death on block. If he blocked that sand trap, talk about having some big balls.
Oh, no!
He tried the Tweety special. The 4-3 sand trap. I only see that in North America, where it does work online for some reason. We have actually gone into the lab. I've taken some of the NRS scientists. We've looked at it under a microscope, and no one knows why 4-3 sand trap works. We simply don't understand. But not going to work here in Winners Finals.
It's a bit of an error to go through here. I'm looking at that kind of play and I'm just thinking about the risk that was attached to it, and it's hard to see that it was worth it. But with 2 players as wonderful at flawless blocking as these 2, there's a reason that 1-1 back 2 is not being held down. Yeah, it's plus, yeah, it has KB if it's counter hit, but if they flawless block it, I'm dead. There's the breaker, Scorpion Proc. Kind of taking the foot off the gas a little bit. I mean, was playing absolutely full throttle to start the series, and things slowed down a bit.
Got a little too carried away with the sand traps here in this round, and that's the big spawn damage we stand. Wait. He's done 3 or 4 sand traps at a punishable range, and in an unconventional manner. That's not Nicolas just got some beefy punishes. Give him the lead here, and he's riding it. Tries to RKO half of the life left out of Nicolas with that forward 2.
Environment interaction out of the 1-1 plus frames. Hang on a minute. Speaking of plus frames, here's a situation. The forward 2-1. Flawless block to shut down. There's the charged version that's plus. Flawless block. God, their flawless blocks have no right being this good.
Oh!
Here comes the fatal blow and the reset damage scaling. Hey, hey, hey!
Bump to the head, and now
Stop the match.
And now get away from me. 112, 1 sand trap. Look, it's gonna be close to doing it. No, missed the duck. It looked like at the last second from full screen. Was probably looking at duck, flawless block the second, even if the amplify came. But we have ourselves a set here at 1-1. Just a little too sand trap happy in that one. I think he got a little too confident. I mean, did you see from sweep distance? On the wake up of Nicolas, he did short hop and then just sand trapped. Got burned for it. We saw the 4-3 sand trap, got burned for it. And now we'll see a new character. I do, and I have seen these 2 play in multiple grand finals in Latin America, multiple, mind you, where they have just gone through a character select wheel, and they just spin, pick a character, and keep going. I expect to see multiple more characters between these 2 tonight.
It's, as I said at the start of the series, I have lost count how many times I've watched siblings in tournament against each other, and this is what we see. You have to keep things unexpected. You've played each other so much,
Wow.
You have to bring some element to the table that is a bit more creative, you know? Here we go. The pressure has been fantastic so far.
And you see the knowledge in this spawn in every single projectile that you see people get away with murder in tournament. They have the ducks, they have the punishes on every single one. I mean, he started with a duck into a forward 4 punish on the amplified projectile of spawns, and these staggers from hell, literally.
Hey, I mean, I gotta say, from Nicholas, I am liking that mixture of the 1-1 back 2 and the 1-1 down 1, because it is gonna mess up flawless block timing. However, give me the amplify, yes indeed, sir. 1 round on the board for the Liu Kang, and if Nicholas loses this match, I imagine we'll probably see a change from Spawn.
I think so too. You know, to start up a projectile. Coming in with a big beefy mid. Almost knew that was gonna come. It's gonna go pick up. Big damage. Has no bar, but still, that's 239 meterless into a restand. Spawn being looked at more and more as one of the upper echelon characters of this game. Just the amount of damage he can do, the staggers that the character has, that delayed projectile, and we've seen the glide. This is the most we've ever seen the glide. Ooh. Speaking of big normals.
It's been a good round for him so far. Buff activated. The flawless blocks are where things get just really impressive with these two. Letting the whole string go, but this is what I mean. Never in a million years would you ever see a Spawn player finish that string. In this match it works. Why? Because they probably never do it. No! They get the glide error in execution, but you want to try and duck? Oh, give me a chance again.
Don't worry. Even though he's Chilean, he pulled off an American reset here at Combo Breaker, ladies and gentlemen.
That's what it's all about. Haven't seen one in 3 years. Welcome back. Micro duck. Doesn't let it go. That was counter hit. That could have been a KB. That could have been.
But it's too far away for the T-Rex Limb 1-1 that Spawn possesses. Whoa! And he had the audacity to almost walk into the active frames of it, or dash into the active frames of it.
I don't know why he didn't just do the full string. He did the uncharged version.
And all of a sudden, this is quite a surprise here. Nico lost down in winners finals. I mean, wasn't it a reset down in CEO between these two?
I believe so, actually. I do believe so. It's been some time, and man, there's so many characters to choose from playing around. The Spawn, I mean, we've got to mention, it was yesterday where the Spawn looked pretty good.
And
a good point.
I just heard, Kotal Khan, but he may have moved around again. Picking Kotal in the Spawn is what he lost earlier in this tournament. He had to come off Kotal Khan in this matchup against K-Mac.
So many unanswered questions here, but the answer will be laid out flat in a few minutes' time as this match finishes. And right, you are completely correct. Scorpion used Kotal Khan against K-Mac and lost 2-0, forcing a change to Cabal. So going in with this character now, granted, Nicholas and K-Mac do have vastly different styles. K-Mac was a lot more focused on the air game, the double glide, preemptive plays. Maybe when they practice against each other at home, this is normally how the matchup goes. It just didn't work last time. Oh, God. Don't do that advancing mid on me, man.
I mean, that hurt. Block. It did not hurt for 336.
Two flawless blocks that.
Yeah, right? On the forward one, too, of all things. Who's ready for that? Knowing that the gap is there, there's only one time where there's going to not be a gap. It's after the 4-2-4. And maybe they are just that good and we should stop questioning them.
I'm just trying to get...
Did you see the over wave dash? That was incredible.
I was gonna say, I am in awe of the sheer use of flawless blocks here. Yo, that down 4 whiff, that down 4 was definitely gonna be a Sunray.
Oh yeah.
That was definitely gonna be a Sunray.
Because if he did God Ray, he would have died. Wake Up Fatal Blow would have hit. Well, he would have died, but it would have been a tough situation. Because KB or Quick Fatal Blow will get rid of the God Ray before he's dead. But if you do a little bit of chip damage right there, it really makes it guaranteed. And it makes your defensive bar not matter. Whoa! Awkward trade. Oh, gave him the needle there mid-screen, a 20% command grab. He said, I'm sick of your command grabs. Here's one of my own.
The sheer level of confidence, the space control here. You want to press buttons, do you? And we've not really seen one player do that before. You know, the false sense of security almost with the command grab. Pushing forward once again, Nicholas with enough meter to get another flawless block, that's for sure. Oh, no! That's it. The round's done.
If the execution is there,
Hey!
506, and that's a message sent to his brother Nicolas now on match point for grand finals. What's the stand 3? And he's going to pay the iron price for it here. No defensive bar now. Kotal Khan's coming in and knocking. Get a punish. Solid defense for both. Flawless block. Took away the ability to cancel that down 1. Whoa. Big normals right now. They're playing half-screen footsies with some half-screen normals.
What I'm loving about this neutral is that these are 2 players that train together all the time. They have a near identical playstyle. And it is purely separated by the character matchups. They have the same habits, the same tendencies.
And boy, is it fun to watch.
This is what it's all about though. Being able to grow, and oh my god, the double leap! Just shy of 40%, but we go in with the neutral duck, take that!
Oh, and he was going for the optimal, and it's an American reset once more for Scorpion.
The drop!
But he drops the second time around. That would have given him Moki per game. And now Nicolas has an awful lot of damage loaded with that fatal blow, and he's gonna drink the juice, and that's 180 off the board. That should be all she wrote. No.
Good choice. No. I'll tell you why
Yeah.
that wasn't random. I'm sure you know
God
the answer. Exactly. We just mentioned it in a round previous. If the immediate God Ray was used, the fatal blow would have instantly disengaged it, and it would have been a win for Sport.
Yes.
But at that point was a pure 50-50.
I have
do it or
seen-
do you not?
I have seen legions of Kotal Khan players die doing God Ray right there. It's called when praising the sun goes wrong.
Praising the sun, and all you get is a sunburn.
It is one of the craziest situations that exists when you're at near 1 HP against God Ray. But if you know the tech, if you know that a fatal blow will cancel the animation or a quick KB, the players that know that and have labbed it know to play around it. But it also gets so many people killed because you're just like, oh, this is the thing to do, it's going to kill instantly. And then there is an answer for it. But these boys are ready, just as we expect them to be.
Round 1.
Now the almost frame 1 change to Cabal. And oh, that preemptive wake up 2. And
now-
you knew that was coming at
Matchup specific, because you know Cabal's going to be in the air.
Absolutely.
Whoa.
Speaking of which,
That was beyond optimal. I don't even see Kotal Khan players hit that. Whoa!
25% damage for
Up
full
to.
block up 2,
Up to.
which scales heavily.
Oh, yeah.
No OS though, doesn't get the option to select on the jump in. Maybe a bit worried about the flawless blocks. There have been so many of them. There's the forward 2-2, confirm it to Nomad Dash. Oh, hang on a minute. Okay.
That was ridiculous.
Okay.
That was ridiculous. Oh, if you're looking for a single hit, everybody, that's gonna do it. Oh, the pickup from the deepest, dirtiest jump kick behind. He's gonna nail this 6-foot sword deeper into the chest of Cabal to give Scorpion procs now match point. You know, there's when praising the sun goes wrong, but then there's when praising the sun goes right. And we're seeing a little bit of... Dude, I may have cursed him.
I think you did. I think you should take full responsibility for that mishap, sir. More of these flawless blocks. I've never seen so many flawless blocks. And I've seen a lot of flawless blocks. But with this matchup, the wave dashing. It's all coming down to that execution with these two. There's just this... I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know how they're doing it.
And I can see that they're so comfortable with wave dashing that they don't even think about it because they're looking to anti-air, looking to whiff punish mid-wave dash.
But dude, every character has different wave dash timing. Like, how do they know? I don't get it. Maybe that's why I'm here and they're there. Anyway.
If you guys have the answer, let us know. They're cheating?
On a break. Oh, and we cash out. Almost able to do it with the way things are going. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be. That was an ultimate MK3 Nomad Dash right there. But you know what it means, Mr. Aquaman? Tell the people what's happening.
Ladies and gentlemen, final game, final round. Winners finals, the twins from Chile. It couldn't be any better. This is the 900th Game 5 on the winner's side of this bracket. The story just continues, and the epic is still going, guys. It has not concluded here. Tried to reset the defensive assault from Scorpion Prox, and he is throwing 17.
Oh!
And just did what it Get back to the corner. Your defensive bar is gone. Nicolas feeling it. Big damage done. No breakaway with a pickup from Scorpion Prox. What could have been? This could have been a side switch. Mixing up with the button. Kotal Khan coming in hot. Almost
with
with
the
the
counter hit, so close to it. The down 2 finishes recovering, so Nicholas isn't going to get away with that jump in. Who's going to press the button? A straight up game of brotherly chicken. The 1-1-1.
Whoa.
Really wanted it, but actually I think that's probably lost the game for Scorpion Props. Nicholas takes the win, and the winner's side grand final is secured.
Sensational play, another game 5 between these two, and they have walked into the NRS community with their chests out, and now look at where they are. One of them is going to be guaranteed top 2 once more. Will they meet themselves in grand finals? There's still a little bit left of a story to tell. That is the loser's side of things. That is Han Rashid versus Rewind coming up, and the winner is going to be getting Scorpion Procs in the next one. But kind of going the other route from CEO, we know Scorpion Procs to kind of be the more known brother of the two. When tournaments go down in Latin America, it's usually Scorpion Procs that comes out on top. And I say that about four of the 5 times I've seen them play down there, Scorpion Procs has taken it. And so this has got to be feeling good for Nicolas.
And just simply having that safety net of the winner's side of the grand finals and forcing your opponent to reset the bracket and then you got to win again. We saw the exact change between characters, which is what we knew would happen. Very clearly there's something about Spawn that seems quite effective against Scorpion Procs that we saw K-Mac do so well yesterday. That was so good.
That's just
that moment right there.
That's just
maybe
a cherry on top.
Way
Into 506 damage. And there's Scorpion Procs making the Galaxy Brain read to keep himself alive. And as you mentioned, it's not that they're doing something different. It's that they're doing it better. And that they're doing it at the best level. Doesn't matter the character, doesn't matter the situation, it doesn't matter the opponent. They just game like that.
It's not every day I see something like that.
Exactly.
Because
It's quite shocking, and it's a little bit of a breath of fresh air, especially for our competitive community, because now it's giving everyone someone to beat again.
It's a lovely storyline that I'm here for, and the storyline isn't finished being written at the moment because we still have the rest of this top 8 bracket. However, much like last time, we're going to go for a quick break, and when we come back, even more of this top 8 bracket of MK11 will continue. See you in a bit.
And welcome back, everyone, to Combo Breaker 2022. On the stage right now is Han Rashid and Rewind, who is waiting on the losers semifinals right now. The action has been incredible. We saw the twins just throw down in winners finals. One of them going to be waiting on the winner of this match. It's do or die time. Top 3 is on the line here. Han Rashid having the tournament run of his life, and Rewind in a little bit of a similar situation here as to being in the top 4 guaranteed right now. We saw in some of the last offline events that ever happened in Ukraine, we saw Rewind get top 3 with Kano there. He's breaking it out here. He's getting down and dirty with the mix machine. He's been abusing people with the forward one. He's been pressing buttons. He's even broken out the Kodokan. He's got some big beefy bodies, and he's swinging here in this top 8. Han Rashid, he's looked smooth with that Fujin, the movement, the execution, and that character's all about execution, and he showed that he is capable of it.
I think this is going to be a rather pivotal tournament for Han Rashid because it feels very much to me like this could have just created some confidence. Han Rashid has been on the grind for games upon games upon games, and I'd go as far to say that I think this is probably going to be the current tournament placing that will mean the most to him, especially seeing as we were away for 2 years, 2.5 at least. Now we're back, securing a top 8, getting top 4 at least as a finishing place. I mean, like, that's got to make you feel really motivated going into now and whatever happens in the future. But it's going to be Kano. Rewind going in with the old faithful.
Batab is long past overdue.
Round 1.
Looking to have Fujin pay up. And it starts off with a back one. Checks the slower button at that range from Kano, which is really smart. Wow. I love that we see that kind of reads, or those kind of reads from the players in the top 8. Pressure's on, though. Any knockdown from Kano can lead to, as you mentioned, a little bit of set play here, because he's got overhits, he's got lows, he's got grabs, and he's got some
Rewind using the speed of that pull in between the skywall cancel pressure. I mean, this is going to make you second guess certain situations that you would just be comfortable to go with it regardless. Now Han Rashid, beautiful little flawless block up 2 there to challenge. Rewind thinks the turn might be free. Nah, as long as I got flawless block at 8. However, this is going to be some disgusting chip damage, and unfortunately even more. Yeah, you're done. Yep. You're done.
Even on block, that was going to be GG's. Jumps a jump.
Although on block, it would have just spat on you, so it probably would have made you feel a little bit worse. Rewind, though, not only that, getting the round, but keeping the opponent in the corner. Yo, you want to jump out? You want to press a button? Pull.
Rewind does a great job with this character. And as rightfully so, I'm not letting you breathe. Oh! It's about time we see a chin check here in top 8, and woo! Into 399. Talking about swaggy pickups from the Twins, and Han Rashid showcasing a little bit of his own.
A wise man once said, "That's a lot of damage." The down one challenges whatever it was Rewind was going for. Gets caught by the back one full string now. Han Rashid. The breaker comes out from Rewind. Must still believe there's a chance to win this. I mean, using the only last meter there on the amplified knife, just about to build another one. Fatal blows ready. I mean, we've got to keep that in mind. Oh no! That's the round, surely.
Absolutely.
I will not fail.
One round apiece.
Final round.
Rewind.
Fight.
They feel a little bit of pressure here, and that was a really aggressive play because if that goes blocked, that's a lot of guaranteed damage for Han Rashid if that works out, because I was looking at Rewind's defensive bar as that round began and got a little worried.
Flawless block on wake up. What I'm loving so far is that Han Rashid, he's going for really unorthodox defensive tools. He's constantly making it so that Rewind doesn't get to do the same thing over and over again. Kano can be quite a flowchart character sometimes, but Han Rashid is really breaking that cycle.
And he's kind of taken the...
He baited the flawless block. That's what that down two was.
Flawless block after these down twos. He's reaching for the skies right now. That's going to be game one going to Han Rashid, and he had some bold challenges throughout that match. I loved some of the 4-3s that completely stole the momentum from Rewind in that game one.
Gotta say, after that first round, I was thinking, is this going to be another one of those token Rewind games, you know, where the set play begins, gets to the corner, yada, yada, yada. We've seen that and done it before.
He Fujin on the Barbie in round one.
Yeah, but in those next few rounds, Han Rashid has been so slippery.
And speaking of slippery,
he's squirming out of everything, Aquaman.
Rewind, I think going for more optimal punish with maybe Kano Ball is the better thing to react to in that moment, but who knows? These guys are there.
Oh, wave.
And he did that with the intention of stopping a slower button. That's what the dash up down one is for. Just misspaced. Oh, now getting confused. Checks the back. Time to mix. Simple pressure. Honestly trying to press buttons. Still gets out of there with the turbine. That lighter fluid does some extra damage. Oh no, using the interactable stage. Kano says, I gotta win this and then get into the club in the back.
Yeah, I mean, facing off against the likes of Kano with this variation when you've got barely any health left, it was a tall order for Han Rashid to get really anything done. However, avoid that corner. It's a scary game to play, right? Do you want to push forward and fight in the corner, or are you going to put yourself in a situation where now, look, Rewind ends the string with that. Yeah, you get less damage, but now look where you are. Oh, no, and here comes the forward one. No flawless block from Han Rashid.
Ooh, false the application. Honestly, no offensive bar, so Rewind feeling confident to press buttons. Meter, so important to look at, guys. In the bottom left and right side of the screen, these players can analyze everything going on and still check up and down on the screen, get these combos executed. Gonna keep the restood? No, cashes out. Let's him jump out of the corner, ready for the flawless block. Get the resources, we didn't believe.
No up two from Han Rashid there, though. Either holding onto the meter, maybe didn't believe that it was high enough. Fujin can be a victim to the lower jump in sometimes, but there we go again. Meter to spare, so we're going to pull the trigger on it. Han Rashid, can he get this round? The fatal blow's ready to go, has a bar and meter. Never mind, Rewind with the Kano Ball.
Simple and effective. Stagger, dash back, and then come in with a big advancing mid. Bullied him in that one. But I do like that Han Rashid has made a mid-set adjustment in the corner. Earlier, he got hit by the flaming carpet setup. Second time around, had the answer, which is walk forward while you get hit by that. If you walk forward while he's throwing the lighter, you just take it on hit, it won't hit the ground, and you're not worried about the dot damage.
Being able to punish that forward three, and the flawless block meant that Han Rashid couldn't special cancel it either. So that's going to be a mighty big problem. Rewind, corner pressure. Oh no.
Would you say a veggie mighty problem?
Oh, come on!
I needed one, just give me one.
Look, you'll get it, but we're not going to get any more chances to make some flame puns because Rewind hasn't got the meter for it. No punish.
And that's going to be all she wrote. Chip, damage, had the bar to amplify just in case. He needed another one. Han Rashid looking back, I think for help from the crowd. Did you see that? And what do I do? Got to a good start. Jeez. Did he react to it or did he read it? Because when he started wave dashing, he was 20 miles away.
I think Han Rashid's having to make a rather difficult decision here too. There's a reason he's not breaking away in these combos. clearly favors that defensive bar, flawless blocks, and the ability to try and wake up attack. If you break her, that's exactly what Kano wants, because now you've got nothing. He's just going to spit on you for the rest of the round.
Oh.
No meter, only just built it back. But now look, with no defensive bar, Han Rashid is in a horrible situation. And Rewind takes yet another game, one more. And it's going to be Losers Finals Rewind, minimum third place.
2-1.
Yeah, it's 2-1 to Rewind, isn't it?
2-1. Oh, I thought you said he won.
No,
I was like, oof,
it's a 2-1.
1 away.
Maybe I did say it. I'm pretty sure I didn't.
I thought you said he was top 3. I was like, wait.
No, I said he would be minimum top 3.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, that's what it was. I just heard it wrong. That's on me.
God, my brain is fried, man. I can't tell if I'm jet lagged or not.
I mean, I'm getting mixed by these players.
Han Rashid.
Fujin.
Oh,
That was the OG character.
that was. You know, Fujin and Liu Kang have the same voice actor.
Really?
Well, I heard it somewhere. I don't know if that's true. I think it is. No, I think it is true. I think it is true.
He said that with
I heard it from
the confidence degraded
no,
real
it was
quick.
Mustard. Mustard told me, actually. Mustard told me. So if I'm wrong, it's actually not my fault, it's Mustard's fault.
Gotcha. Oh, so the forward one connects. Yeah, Han Rashid's not breaking because after the launcher, I mean, there's no point, right? That back one's a free check really for him. One of the best armor breaks that exists in MK11.
The use of the flawless block has been pivotal in giving Han Rashid some breathing space. Just not allowing Kano to do that one-size-fits-all game plan. Oh, no! And the Amplify, Aquaman, no.
Oh, he's dead. And Rewind has jumped out of the corner, I think 4 times in a row. Twice in a row, Han Rashid's flawless blocked the jump out of the corner. Had the resources to up 2, didn't. And even there, I was like, Rewind's gonna jump out of the corner. And he just took a hit and jumped, and nothing Han Rashid's doing to stop him. And now he's putting himself in the corner.
No.
And this is a prison sentence.
That pain train keep on rolling, apparently. About half of the work is about to be done. The forward 3 on its own, just letting the string rock. Han Rashid having to pull out any kind of stop. Yeah, you want an anti-air? Eat the Kano ball. Eat the Kano ball, mate. MK9 track.
Hey man, that thing's got priority out the wazoo. Push. Rewind thought only the first one was coming. Didn't think Han was going to be that greedy with the bar. There's a flawless block. No resources.
No meter.
He's out of there.
Rewind. I feel like he can definitely taste victory here. Looking a bit more solid, a bit more careful. Han Rashid is, simply put, kind of just desperately trying to get away from this Kano right now.
Woo! Dagger toss. This is the most we've ever seen Rewind stay back and play, you know, really the health lead. I mean, he's got the health lead off of the zone. Something unconventional. Or he's just doing this late in the set, throwing something different as his opponent. Okay, that was a walk-up flawless block. I think maybe Rewind might be trying to send a message here, not only to Han Rashid, but maybe the competition that's left here.
Plus frames. No meter for flawless block, so of course the button follows up. Rewind. Oh, can't get the punish. 8 seconds to go.
Oh, and he just did
That
it!
was no confirm. That was
Nope,
a dedication.
He did it. He said I'm either getting off of this stage or I'm staying on it for a little bit longer. But either way, it's happening right now.
What
With
an
5 seconds
important
remaining.
time to turn it around. I mean, yeah, we haven't got fatal blow for the next round, whatever. We'll take those. An opportunity to restabilize. Uh-oh. Spending the meteor and getting hit. That's one of the worst things to happen. Plus frames. Sticking out even more. Hang on a minute. Han Rashid. Woo! Meterless confirmed too. Love it.
Sends it back to full screen. But Sword Rewind's kind of been winning the battle, and that was absurd to, I feel like, do at that range.
This is where things are getting scary. We're getting awfully close to that corner, and Han Rashid knows it. Emphasis on the wind push. Keep Rewind far away. Oh no, misses it! That's a punish!
Oh, and that's going to cost him 251 damage. Poke whiffs, and now Rewind's on the hunt. One command grab will do it. Perfect flawless block from Han Rashid.
I like that the up 3. Just do the safer option! Wait a minute! Rewind! He doesn't have meter! He doesn't got meter! It's done! Let's go! Next match!
I would have made him hit the combo. That was at least some execution there that he had to do. But we're back into it. 2-2-2. How do we find ourselves here every single time now?
It's almost like the game's been out for 3 years and people are getting pretty good at it, Aquaman.
Pretty damn good catch-up.
Oh! Can't chase it down with the Biopool. Rewind is plowing through a considerable amount of meter. It's a very meter-hungry variation with Punish just in time for the bar to come back, and so will the full combo. Lombard check for knockdown. Must have been a wake-up up 3, maybe? I don't know.
Perhaps? Who knows here? Maybe wake up flawless block attempt with the level that these players are at. That's multiple times now that Han Rashid, later in this set, has opted to reset neutral. What neutral? He just got sucked for a match point for Rewind.
From the chest. Nice bit of tacker. And you know what's also nice, Kano? You're on match point, mate. Whoever wins this game does make it into losers finals. And that is going to be where the challenge really starts to up the ante.
Didn't react to the roll right there was Han Rashid. Too ready to let Rewind do something. Check going back twos. The 4-3's not working out. What a flawless block to be able to get the punish.
He's been flawless blocking that forward 3 so many times, and that just... You're a sitting duck if you're Fujin in that situation. No amplify. Han Rashid, no doubt, waiting for the amplify that just wasn't there.
Oh, there's a straight, but that wasn't even a punish. Back to full screen you go. And even, it was the 4-3, but it looked like he was still reading a 4-3 or anything. The fact that he woke up with it, that's confidence, baby. And a hit advantage at down 1, that's Guest City for Kano. One more. Okay, the flawless block. He's got the resources.
Ah!
And being it, Rewind is going to advance to losers finals. He's moving on the top 3, and it is going to be Rewind, the lone American left in Combo Breaker 2022. He will have to take on not just one, but both of the twins from Chile if he wants to win this tournament.
This makes me very excited. All right, so...
This is, but yeah, I'm sure we're going to say similar things.
I actually have a feeling that we might do. Is it because it's Rewind, perchance?
Yeah.
When CEO happened, we all pay attention to what people say after the tournament. And at CEO,
certain people weren't there.
Plenty of people were at CEO. That was a phenomenal win and a hard-earned victory. Take those excuses and shovel it. However,
yes,
people were saying, hey, some players weren't at this tournament. Well, they weren't there. Who cares? The tournament was for the players, right? Who actually made the trip and all that stuff.
That's right.
Not everyone wanted to make the trip because of obvious reasons. But that was the talking point. X player wasn't there. Y player wasn't there. Rewind was one of those players. And now here we are. The last lone defender. I think we're going to get some kind of a question answered today.
And because Rewind went into losers a little bit earlier than maybe anticipated, we didn't see any of the matchups on the winner's side with some of the larger seeds that were in the pool, right? Or, you know, some of the bigger names. We did a little bit with maybe VGY versus one of them, but with Rewind here, this is, again, one of America's best. Finally going at one of the twins, and we'll see what it's like. And this is what I know a lot of people were hoping to see at Combo Breaker here. And now this is it. This is that storyline that everyone from CEO was like, oh, well, so-and-so wasn't there. Well, they're about to play.
It's a bit of a movie script, isn't it?
And guys, this is
it's a dream match.
This is losers. Oh, never mind. Production's too good. You guys are too good. They're too good, guys. As I was saying it, Han Rashid. Wait, Han Rashid.
That's not Han Rashid.
Hey. They got it over there, guys. This is Scorpion Prox versus Rewind. And again,
Mr. Ackerman got told off by production.
I know. It happens. I'm sorry, guys. The production's been killing it here, guys. I want to give a round of applause to them. And to the entire...
Typing is odd, okay.
And you misspelled
it. Production. No. Honestly, don't worry about it, mate. You've been working hard for days and days.
No,
you're the first one in, you'll be the last one out. You're doing a great job, bro.
Yeah, crushing it, guys. Everyone here at Combo Breaker, this was, I mean, there was so many people here, so many streams, so many tournaments, and they've been able to handle it quite well. So
there have been a lot
behind
of
the
games
scenes
here at Combo Breaker, MK11 being one of many.
So this is CEO Grand Champion going up against Rewind in Mortal Kombat 11 Losers Finals. The other Chilean brother, chillin' in Grand Finals.
Do you know what this is? You know when you play Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance and you beat Moloch, you then have to fight Quan Chi and then Shang Tsung? Oh no, I think it's the other way around. Basically, you have to fight the Deadly Alliance.
The Deadly Alliance,
final bosses, and you have to fight them one at a time. Rewind has just defeated Moloch, and now he's in the final 2 fights of the arcade.
He's in the end game now.
We must act now. They will be unstoppable. We must stop this deadly alliance.
Can we get an intro where people die, by the way, back in Mortal Kombat? I want to load up the game and watch someone get murdered.
Bro, I think you need to see a therapist, let alone play the game.
I mean that's what made Deadlands so cool, was that intro video.
Liu Kang is dead.
What,
You know what? Johnny Cage has been picked versus the Cabal, so not a bad choice.
Doesn't mean they're any good.
Round 1. Fight.
Now, I will only assume that Rewind did go in with some of the arcing force balls, but already starting things off strong.
we saw that was effective when it was Scorpion Procs versus Video Games Yo in an absolute classic. Those arcing projectiles were able to stop the aerial advancement of Cabal quite well. And we see more Cyrax in the back, just going to become another bot in the stage later, buddy.
Oh, that whip punish.
My goodness.
That whip punish made me feel a certain way. The double
Did it?
jump did. Yeah, it did. It was great.
Yeah, let's say, was it a good feeling at least?
Yeah.
Then you got your money's worth. 4-2. We move the flawless block. Every single stagger of Cabal can lead to that situation. That's what's so scary about the character. 1, 4-2, back 1, every single stagger. 4-2 as well. Just safety from Rewind. Oh, nice interruption to back 3. And that's a spot to interrupt both forward and back 3 from Scorpion Procs, knowing the space and what button to press to interrupt every single option. Smart start from Scorpion Procs.
Comfortable first round.
Woo!
There's the instant air-to-air, though. I mean, that was half read, half reaction, it felt like. But Rewind, know your enemy. Looking for a flawless block. That's what the short off was, though. Scorpion Procs able to knock him out a bit. Rewind off to a pretty decent start in this next round, though. The knockdown of that buzzsaw is going to cause a little bit of bother as now it pushes forward. That back one doesn't quite hit its mark. But we're just trading. My turn, your turn. My turn, your turn. Rinse and repeat for that.
And I love that you see Rewind, or anytime, oh my goodness, that sniped him out of the sky. He tries to close that gap immediately. He's trying to fight Scorpion Procs up in his face. He says, if you're going to beat me, you're going to beat me up close and make some hard reads. That 4-2 just ate a button from Johnny Cage. And the breakaway comes late, but you still ate 300 damage. A third of your life is gone, and then you spent meter.
And it's a scary time to be in this position. 340 health left. Oh, the counter poke up 2. Rewind scouts it out, but just doesn't have a lot to work with there.
This is the level that we're at, where he said, I'm going to bet on him being godlike. That's where we're at right now. Patience from Scorpion Procs to wait on the fatal blow cancel, and now he's got about 7 seconds left to do some damage. We have to worry about that again. It's not even going to matter. And on the amplification should be all she wrote. That's the armor break. No defensive worry about anyway. And Scorpion Procs looking a little different in that second round. Rewind making some good aggressive reads. Even right there, looking for the Rising Star. Great anti-air on the approach from Cabals as well. I think he took some notes from that VGY matchup earlier.
It could very well have influenced why Johnny Cage was picked in the first place. And there's one thing that Rewind has put forward here, that word's confidence. Rewind is always confident. His character choices, the decisions that he makes, he's going for things like instant jump-ins, preemptive reads, and they're working out. Guess what? Because he believes in his decision.
Yeah, and those are bold beliefs because they're going to leave you in a really negative situation. It's not, oh, you aren't going to air that bad boy from that range. That's for sure using those hooks. Scorpion Procs, you know, it's crazy how different Cabal can be if he's doing jump ones, if he's doing jump kicks, or the jump one that has such a big horizontal hitbox to it. Look at these staggers, both of them. Making reads just single pokes right now. These two are fighting up close, throwing jabs, and wait for a couple of haymakers to come.
Oh, that anti-air was so crisp. But Rewind has a lot more work to do. Scorpion Procs, full bars of meter, and actually so much of this is going to be unbreakable too. Anything into Nomad Dash, standing 4, the spin, amplifier. I mean, if Rewind gets hit now, he's pretty much done. Ooh, especially now the grab hit its mark.
Full screen, steps back. Nice lost block by Rewind to avoid some of the frames there. Takes the micro death from Scorpion Procs. Gonna take aim. Wow.
But it was a hard-fought first game.
It was. Rewind, thinking. I think I heard character select.
Round
No,
1.
we're immediately back in. And something I saw Scorpion Procs bring to the table,
Oh, not again! That's how the first game started.
but had some really good damage to start, is if you remember against VGY, he was waking up down 1 an absurd amount. And he's already kind of established that here against Rewind, because that's going to stop that kind of 1-2 pressure early on. Right there, he probably even tried it.
I love that though, because Rewind is well aware, and he's timing it so the 2 comes out right as the wake up takes place.
And that is, as we say, the mix.
That is the mix. Adaptation. Good red. Then Scorpion procs, side switch,
Woo! The triple jump kick. Again, you were mentioning during the break that we just see them do things differently from everyone else. In that same situation, every other Cabal that we saw this tournament, Beautiful Rising Star, has ended it in kind of that conventional combo, whereas these guys are just super optimal just because they are.
An armor break hits its mark though, Aquaman. You are bang on the money though. It's just so unusual to me how they're playing all these, you know, rather popular characters, and they're doing stuff that we don't see from other players. It is that level of optimization that makes them such a threat. And again, Rewind, happy to let this go. It was such a safe bet that the armor breaker was coming. Just hold the less combo damage.
His throw.
Escape failed. Not that it matters against Cage.
Ooh, ended it. I think Rewind reacted to the whiff, but that last hit coming in time. That's kind of an awkward situation to be in. There's a triple bomb behind him. Has the resources if he wants to try to armor it.
That delayed forward 2-2. Really often doesn't really get stuck out with the intention of it hitting, I feel. It never hits, but it does create a weird down one situation.
Yeah, because he's going to be, what, 0, -1? And that was baited, hook, line, and sinker from Rewind.
I can only assume that because it was so obvious and the defense up until that point had been so rock solid, that was the play. There's no way you're ready for this because I've been blocking everything up until this point, but Rewind will be ready for it. There's a pickup. Oh my lord! And that wasn't just doing the jump in option select, that was a conversion for even more damage. This is what I'm talking about.
This is the most throws I've seen Tech ever in a single bracket. I mean, start to end. People are reacting better. That was a very big swing of the net. Woo! And even here, just the pace that they're playing at every single button, there's so many mind games behind it. And the fact that on top of it, they're still looking for flawless blocks, throws, which are still huge risks of their own in a micro duck OS meta. They got some big balls. First few projectiles that we've seen from Rewind, I feel like all set long too. He's been afraid. One wrong projectile, and Cabal might be coming in hot from the skies. Ready to make it rain hellfire.
Line up the fact that Scorpion Procs is sitting pretty with 2 bars of meter, both offense and defense. Now Rewind has defended so much that he has been given Fatal Blow, and that might be the skeleton key to success. Unfortunately, with that grab, things get a little bit more worrisome. Only 7% left to go. 15 seconds on the clock. This is Scorpion Proc's situation.
Oh, we're going to bait the movement forward with those whiff jump ones. Oh, not falling for it whatsoever, and now there's no amount of damage that you can do in time, and running out of it is Rewind in game number 2. Scorpion Procs looking to face his brother once more in Grand Finals. He's a game away. Rewind, America's last hope. Can he do it? He needs a reverse 3-0. Nicolas still on a win. Says, hey man, clean it up. He's telling his brother to... Are you kidding me? He's still giving advice.
He's telling his brother, yo, you blocked for like 95% of the offense. It's unacceptable. I think you need to block 100%.
He's like, hey,
Cabal.
back in the first round,
Johnny
you
Cage.
dropped this one thing. Tighten it up, man.
Otherwise,
Tighten it up.
we're not going home together.
Could you imagine if Nicolas came up on stage and just, that wasn't advice, he just talked smack to his brother? He's like, I'm going to body you in Grand Finals. You know that, right?
Hope you're ready. Hope you're ready, bro.
Job's a job.
But on a more serious note, looks like we've gone back into the Johnny Cage. The Johnny Cage did definitely fare a lot better.
Yes. But will he bring the arcing projectile? Because he had the straight projectile that wasn't effective at all.
Yes. But
The Rising Star was, the guaranteed or the armor breaker was, you know, again, I say that with guaranteed damage.
Fight.
I'm thinking so hard, just the sheer level of defense that we've seen from Scorpion Procs in this set. That's been the decider. The tech throws, the risk calculation on defense as well, knowing when to take this and hold that. The decision making is absolutely keeping him going. We'll just take the KB. Go on then, may as well spend it.
He just got Rewind pressing after his down one on block. He's going to pay the price for it. Goes back to mid-screen, and an awkward situation of a instant whiff jump normal from him after the knockdown. Gets Rewind. A wonderful situation if the knockdown was going to be just down one. But the flawless block completely stole Rewind's momentum there again.
Using the flawless block and then doing the deepest of deep jumping kicks. Or if you want to flawless block me, you have to be ready for that exact one.
Woo!
Yeah. That was a classic 90s anti-air, that one.
Oh, yeah.
Round 2.
It just looks good.
Fight.
Try to stop those approaches. That's what those down fours at those ranges are for. It's about interrupting the forward 3, the back 3, forward four that I've been seeing a lot of people utilize recently. Damn, I'm good. And damn, he's good. That's such a clean in. We like to call that the miracle jump in. Getting over those annoying aerial projectiles into those full combos, nothing feels better. He's gonna eat him. Get out of my bar.
It's fairly obvious that this change to Johnny Cage has been really good so far. That was a reactionary instant jump in, and it's given Rewind so much breathing space.
I don't know what he thought about during the break, his little breather right there, but he came back a new player.
Now,
Back to the corner.
we're talking about it as if this game is over. There is still a chance here for Scorpion Prox to make the comeback, and it could even go into that match point. But, oh no, the forward two hits its mark, and he knows Rewind's not going to break. He makes the perfect call,
No.
and now he can't get hit. If Scorpion touches you, it's fatal blow territory, and that's where Cabal wants to be. The staggers. Rewind just doesn't want to press anything.
Oh, it was
punished!
solid defense. It pays off. All of that blocking when if you breathe wrong, you die.
Round one. Fight.
Sensational.
That was so close to being a match point situation. Rewind finds a way. The flawless block. The down two just in case you want to break as well. I mean, this is what, if you're American and you're watching this show, this is what you want. You don't want it to be a 3-0. You want Rewind to win, and you want Rewind to be in grand final.
Here's 2 more games, and this momentum is looking solid. Woo! The entire crowd just let the same exact wow.
He gave himself so much extra velocity to make that nut punch even more painful. Flying from the sky.
This is ridiculous.
Stop
This
the jump in!
One is coming to life here at Combo Breaker, and so is the crowd behind him.
And the USA chants.
They've
bro.
already up begun.
I have not heard the USA chants
Not for NRS.
3 years from NRS. I welcome it back. However, Scorpion Prox is going to shut up a lot of people if he takes this win.
Oh no, looks like the momentum. Back on Scorpion Prox side of the field. That's a lot of damage. 342, just another day at the office. With a speedster from the Black Dragon. Throw. And you know what? With this health lead, you just take that throw almost every time in that situation. It's the less of two evils. It's another one though. Now it's adding up. And the fatal blow cancel will be coming back in about 2 seconds. Oh, hey, look.
Ooh.
Oh, it's already back. Oh, we're cooking. Rewind needs to close the gap. He's got a lot of damage available.
It's going to be so important to flawless block those jump kicks just to prevent the ability to use the slight gas. Oh,
Literally on this lock.
Then to punish there at command, but no one home. Scorpion does try and tech at the last minute, but can't get it.
Uh-oh, he'll have one more fatal blow cancel too. Just came back. I'm worried. And here it comes. Needed the damage, and now Rewind is chipped away at, what, 70% of his health bar conventionally, and now he's got a little bit of health. Thanks, Michael Dux to read, and the throw is going to kill, and we're going to a game number 5. What did we just witness? What in the comeback just happened?
I'm going to give you a very important talking point, Aquaman. Rewind has been in this tournament zone for many, many years. The twins, they are of the younger generation. I don't think they have anywhere near as much experience in this situation. Your opponent's making a comeback. The crowd won't shut the hell up. What do you do?
And the momentum, you already see Rewind, that first read of the Rising Star, almost putting Scorpion Prox in his place. But we still have a nice little scramble here that has been the neutral between these two. The quick checks, maybe an input error right there. The throw, gonna do the spinaroonie.
This is an important test for Scorpion Prox. This test in particular, where one of America's best is on the verge of making a comeback against you in the home turf at a major tournament where everyone is cheering on your opponent and they want you to lose. If Scorpion Prox can conquer these circumstances right now, genuinely sky's the limit. I do not know where we go from here, but Rewind, still, there's a chance to work with.
We talked about it, that long, what feels like a long time ago now, what Rewind needed. And he walked up, I think he was trying to flawless block that. I see a lot of people trying to walk up into the flawless block and in range for an up 2 to potentially hit. Rewind needs a miracle now. The fatal blows don't play. And the cancel, we've seen comebacks happen masterfully with that. He just hasn't found the hits into the fatal blow cancel quite yet. And look at the respect that Prox was giving him.
I mean, 10 seconds on the clock. You got to grab me a lot more, mate.
Oh, he was ready for the tech, and now no damage can be done. Scorpion procs was even ready for that, and that is one of the hardest things to block in that situation. What? He blocked it all! He blocked it all! Defense might win championships sometimes.
Well, the match point for Scorpion Prox will continue. 1 round away from getting the run back against his beloved twin brother. However, Rewind, 2 rounds to do the exact same thing and get maybe a double kill here in the tournament. The release block tech and the armor break. Gonna slam it down and take the damage.
Goes for the broken back of Johnny Cage there, whiffs the throw. Everyone gets big damage, no armor break. And what another wake up down from Scorpion Prox. He is so disrespectful to Johnny Cage. And without defensive bar, this is a whole lot of damage.
1 last chance potentially for Rewind. There's the whip punish, and there's the throwing shades. Will the comeback begin here? Going for the bar, spend it, and finish things up with 48%. Rewind has 1 more opportunity here. No,
That will do it! Scorpion Prox with the read of reads towards the end. It was down to 1, and Latin America has erupted here at Combo Breaker. It's going to be Chile versus Chile in grand finals. It's the twins. It's CEO all over again. But how many game 5s did they both have to go through? How many close matches? And this was us, guys. What was said after CEO cannot be said after today.
Nope. Any kind of excuse about this player, that player. Rewind was a rather prominent one that was brought up. And clearly, we have the same grand finals.
Yep.
And if you are the 2 brothers, and actually I didn't get a chance to really talk about this much with the CEO situation, because they had to fight tooth and nail to get grand finals against each other. And I know that there was a moment in that tournament where they had like a Nightwolf mirror, and people were like, oh, they're trolling, they're colluding, they're doing this and that, this and that, this and that. They had fun for like 1 round of 1 match where they'd fought all the way through to reach that point. For both of these players, whoever wins this grand finals, and this is just going by experience from what Mustard and myself would do, and other twins that I know, K-Top and H-Dope, we'd seen the same thing from MIT and DJT. They're not twins, but they are brothers, right? Being able to share a grand finals is a victory for you both. From that point, and I do not want to undermine the importance of winning Combo Breaker, only one of them is taking the trophy. But I kind of have a feeling that they both consider it a shared trophy 50-50.
Yes.
Because they're now in grand finals, they play all the time, they're split down the middle of results. This is both of their victory right now. And whatever happens in this grand final, it's just going to be a legendary exhibition of 2 of the very best.
Nicolas looking emotional already, just being here. He's shaking a little bit, wiping away what looked like some of the sweat, maybe some other things of the moisturous nature. But here, they are in grand finals. No one else can say anything, but we're looking at 2 of some of the best Mortal Kombat players right now on the planet.
Whoever was able to get them out, I'm not aware of the situation, so maybe you do, Aquaman, but whoever was responsible, whether it was them, whether it was community, whether it was sponsor.
Top 7 Games Dijon. Dijon 6, who was a commentator here, and also massive shout-outs, well-deserved, runs a billion tournaments down there in Latin America.
Tireless.
Is their sponsor as well, so massive shouts to Dijon for not only giving these players opportunities locally, but now is giving them, international opportunity. So I got to give all the shout-outs to Dijon on that, and the entire La Familia community that I know is in the chat. La Familia out there, they're going to be going crazy, not just out there in the crowd, but I want to see that Twitch chat going nuts.
I tell you what, Aquaman, never be content. Shout-outs to Chile, absolutely. Never be content with the current pool of what is considered to be the best of the best set of players, because genuinely, there is always more out there, and this grand finals is about to be a complete example of that. This time last year, you would assume Rewind grand finals quite convincingly.
Yes.
Or many of the other players that we've seen today.
Right? Kombat was here. VGY was here.
Exactly. But now, here are the twins. They just popped up one day, for many of us.
Yep.
And now they've just taken both grand finals of the biggest offline Mortal Kombat 11 events since the pandemic.
And for someone like me, and I know Dijon as well, and you know a few others that might follow him and those tournaments, we've seen them before, and even we knew what they were capable of against each other and against their own region. Going into CEO, going into this, we were like, how do they perform against the others? Because we know what they're capable of, but how can they perform? And they've matched it. I mean, they've just amazed me as they've never ceased to amaze me. I told you, since the first time I saw them, my jaw was on the ground the entire time, because why are they doing the things that they're doing as consistently as they're doing? Even in the Night Wolf mirror that we saw in CEO Grand Finals, people were like, oh, they're trolling. They were doing stuff we can't do. You know what I mean? They were flawless blocking everything. They were anti-airing everything. They were exposing every single gap. The execution was great. They're just that good. And right now, they're just better.
It's a terrifying thought to see where this Grand Finals is going to go. What characters are going to get picked. I guess we're moments away from finding out. But you know what, folks? Oh, it's been 3 years since we've sat here at Combo Breaker watching a Grand Finals of 2 of the best Mortal Kombat players in the business. It's so unbelievably good to be back. I cannot describe how much I've missed this. Aquaman, it's been a pleasure to sit and commentate this top 8 with you.
It has.
And obviously shout-outs to you for all of the Coliseum and the community tournaments.
Which is the stage that we're going to. And I want to make one quick note on the Coliseum real quick that I forgot to say earlier.
Sure.
Is that if you're planning on competing in EVO this year, which Mortal Kombat 11 will be at.
Yes, sir.
The Coliseum Season 4, it takes place perfectly between Combo Breaker and EVO. Sign up. It starts next week. It ends the weekend before EVO. If you want that practice in, we got you covered.
But it looks like we're starting off this grand finals of the legendary in the making. Brothers of Nicholas and Scorpion Prox. Nicholas on the winner's side, so winning this 1-3 out of 5, that's it. That will be the end of the tournament. Nicholas going in with Fujin as well.
And notice that
Scorpion Prox
in that they run back in Grand Finals, we see 2 completely different characters from both to get started. Scorpion Prox looking to take a page out of the Book of Rewind and snap the backs of his opponents with the lumbar checks. And he's bullying him. Ooh, he's ready for the flawless blocks though. Now we're gonna see that mind game develop between the 2. Not afraid to check right there either and take his turn. Woo! Nice little cheeky instant jump board in that combo. Wow.
Even if that did, oh my lord, the whole string went over. Can't really say I've seen that all that much before. But Scorpion Prox, this is a good start to be in, as I say.
Oh,
Breaker, that's the end of the round. You're dead.
GG's.
You are dead.
Round
Round
1
1 for Nicholas.
Look at this damage. He died before that hit? Wow. Such a late breakaway attempt by Scorpion Prox is going to be... Oh, talk about threading needles.
That could have been KB. A lot of players would have gone for the counter hit KB there, but the important thing was sacrificing a little bit of damage for the corner position. So much more important. There's the KB though, working on a flawless victory. And okay, we're starting to see that string a little bit more now, but clearly a bit more versed in it. Here comes the knowledge walk in. The knowledge. Oh my god.
The knowledge on both because everyone's gotten hit by that cheeky 7 string. That's a big damage. Going for the gut. Right to the face. One more kick. Oh, this is just abusive. One more mix-up, though. Scorpion Prox has him down to 165. Lumbar check. Didn't have the bar to kill, though. Screen chip. No. I'm scared. Nicholas can still do this. Flawless blocks to avoid the chip. 10-21. Look up for the forward 3. We've seen it go under in this matchup earlier. Push back the win push. 49-81. Flawless blocks to avoid it again. 1 health remaining. Is it going to chip? No! No way! Double 1 HP. Double 1 HP between the twins.
I cannot recall the last time I saw that situation before, but when twins play fighting games, I guess that kind of thing just happens. But now look, 1 round apiece. The punish on the biocore. Not a lot of damage, but hey, anything's better than nothing in that situation. Plus frames to begin. Scorpion. What? Challenging the plus frames?
Maybe he's missing out on that one right there, but that unconventional raw lighter, I've seen a couple of times with Scorpion Prox already. And is this our first maybe glimpse at him seeing, I don't know, maybe a little bit of execution error because he's gone through 17 different characters? Or is there some tech to it? Oh. No tech about that. That thing's hitbox is everywhere. It'll suck you up no matter where you're doing, no matter what you're doing. And knocked down 50 times. It was the overhead. We haven't seen a lot of the overheads from Kanos tonight so far. Scorpion Prox has the lead. Plus frames. Still challenging it as Nico lost. No fear against his brother in this grand final.
And that's the kind of challenge you only see with people that play an absolute countless amount of matches together. Now the whiff, the breakaway saved him temporarily, doesn't manage to get a challenge on that overhead, but Nicholas needs to make something happen! And he knows! What are you doing to challenge that? There was a fatality, we heard it, maybe it was a friendship.
Oh wow,
Who cares?
that was so quick though. But you said, what do you do about that? You go to the next game.
Yes, you do.
When you're at
Well, you know what? It sounds like they heard you, Mr. Ackerman, because that's exactly what we're doing.
Keeping it here in the Coliseum too. Loving the stage, and that is such good tech in this matchup. Not letting, these two don't let each other get away with anything. And you compare this to almost any other tournament situation, and people get away with little things like that, right? We're used to seeing Buja just reset neutral and fly away. He said, no, get over here.
Even little things like comboing an opponent, they use breakaway and then use it to get like a free jumping kick or something. Even that situation is getting flawless blocked, either with an up two, maybe not necessarily for breakaway obviously, but look, you can't get away! We've been seeing the escape happen all day long. Now optimal, or semi-optimal. We didn't get the standing one, but who cares? You know what, that's still well hard, and he's going to go in for the fatal blow. Now, this is not going to kill, but one more potential touch, essentially, is going to do it.
Can these two stop putting each other so low on health that now we got a scramble situation where any touch on both sides will do the job? And Nicolas, when he's been down to the wire, the flawless blocks have been pristine to avoid the chip. Oh!
Cursed him. It's definitely your fault.
My bad. Yep, I take responsibility.
Round 2, fight.
Where do we go from here, Ackerman? Back against the wall, but with that full screen presence. Oh, I don't know about that, because you are in a lot of trouble. Scorpion, thankfully, doesn't have meter, so you're not going to be able to get the set play, but the punish on the knife toss. He knew it. Scouted that out. Perfect.
When we saw this matchup earlier, what was it, Rewind versus Han Rashid? Is a matchup that we saw, but we didn't see, and this is no offense to Rewind, but we didn't see the kind of anti-turbine tech that we're seeing in this, on this consistently. Oh.
There's the meaty pressure. Scorpion's going to capitalize on it. Empty jump. I mean, we just talked about how they don't let you get away with a jump in after break. Clearly they know that, because that's why we saw a break into an empty jump. You didn't see that much. Woo!
That was such a quick reversal, too. Oh, I thought that was on Rick. Nope. What? What just happened?
Disgustingly good whip punish. Nicholas pushing forward again, expecting a button. There's the win push. Needs a little bit more though. No meter to make it count, but there's the run-in punish on the bio pull. Now 1 round apiece. Scorpion Prox, if you're in losers, you have loads of games left to go. You gotta make this one count. 2-0, maybe even a 3-0 to reset. It doesn't take a lot of time, and then bam, we're going into a fresh set. Forward 3 anti-air, are you serious?
Woo! Gets a punish, and they have been consistent on those biokinetic pulls. Again, a lot of murder that I see get away with in competitive play is that biokinetic pull. And Nicolas says, get that out of here. We see almost shades of a rain roundhouse of old with that KB. Not able to breathe as Scorpion. Nicolas, okay, the bio pull works. No defense bar to worry about. Full cash out, a little bit of dot damage on there with the lighter fluid. And doing the headbutts of doom, and out of disrespect to the plus frame, still Nicolas, I'm out of here.
Okay. 1 game apiece. Dude, they are restarting match frame 1. Frame 1 restart. Now, is it back to character side? Looks like it is. So is it going to be Kano? Is it going to be someone else? Curious over how things are going to develop here. Maybe some time to think. I mean, you can actually see it here.
I mean, they both play, I think, the same characters at the same level. You know, like, we've seen Fujin from both of them. We've seen Cabal from both of them. But against each other, what's it going to be? It looks like we might be going back to the Oshtek Kodal for Scorpion Prox. And he has a couple of tournament wins against Nicolas and against, tournaments in general down in Latin America like we were talking about. Recently has been winning them with Kodal Khan. Just want to give you guys at home a little bit of knowledge on that. I was DM'd by Dijon Instant. He's like, yo, Scorpion Prox picked up Kodal, and he's already winning. What? What? He was taking a sip of water and literally spit it out. Oh my goodness. What? I have never seen a commentator get his body this ketchup right now. He was taking a sip of water, and that was so effing ridiculous that he spit it out.
All right, I am wearing my mask though. Don't worry. Yeah, that was really weird. I'd never seen that answer before. But you know what? Actually, it doesn't matter. Scorpion procs still able to land that command grab. Bit of a life lead here. Oh, you want to press buttons, dear? Take this.
Oh, now not active enough to stop the wake up jump from Nicolas. That's a lot of health coming at you. That's a big boy moving mighty fast. Jails off the down hit advantage to the forward one. No hits. But no balls blocking the gap that we saw earlier from Nicolas on the forward 1-2 into the disc. Wow, hits are landing though.
Didn't have any meter. Had to just make do with the rest of the string.
And that'll be it. Says it with his chest, pounding it. Takes the round convincingly. Has a wonderful position too. Is he gonna turbine out? No. I think Nicolas knows not to tempt fate. A little too much. Ooh, the interactive usage. Already phenomenal from him.
I mean, just being aware of the other players' respect. You're going to sit there and respect too much. Oh, that standing one anti-air. And then the flawless block. And then the successful mix. Once more, that Khan is looking real crispy. I mean, clearly one of his more recent characters, but you take the rock solid fundamentals on top, and then you put a character like this.
Excuse me?
What is going on right now?
Excuse me on that parry? Have you ever seen a Fujin not do back 1-1? Which would have punished the parry? Oof.
Uh-oh, okay. Look, if you're going to get any kind of comeback, you've got to make sure you get big damage now. You're not going to necessarily need Fatal Blow for everything else that you do. So, you know what? Take the damage for what it is. Have to work your backside off right now, but Scorpion procs. Again, just remind, right, 1-1 situation. 2-1's going to be pretty attractive if you're on the loser side. Tries to pick up. Oh my god, that is a mistake.
It's still punished. The sweep is going to connect. Did you see how low it connected to the ground? Guaranteed. Guaranteed a little bit of damage right there on that launch.
Why are they so optimal, Mr. Acrobat? I don't know.
Yeah, that's something Kotal players don't even do, by the way. That's how insane that was. Getting a little more guaranteed damage than most other Kotal players would do, which is just a forward one right there. We've seen that all tournament long. Con cut forward one. With a little... Stop it. We can't say a sentence without two things being flawless blocked.
And there's the confirm, that forward three hitting its mark and then getting a juicy 26% because of it. Got now. Oh, the neutral dart! How is he ready for all of this?
His face showing him no fear right now as Nicolas. And I like that response. Woo! Bold place to do that. Underwave dash. The Scorpion procs there didn't take the guaranteed damage to the Fatal Blow. He's going to be saving those resources just in case, unless he gets them in one more B&B. The float cancel afterwards is the only way out of avoiding that KP. That is a matchup-specific thing. After the 17th character that they've picked amongst each other, my brain might explode.
How much more is this matchup going to develop? That's what I'm thinking. This is the grand final. And again, 2 for 2. And then we take the armor break.
I don't even know. I don't even know what to say right there.
Dude, when I was 16 and I was waking up in the morning, I couldn't even decide what cereal I wanted to eat.
Optimal with the forward one con cut conversion. 340. And the step back baits the button. Scorpion procs is cooking. He tried to get sensationally optimal.
But it doesn't matter. We still got meter 2 guaranteed.
He's dead.
Hey! Reset point.
What you guys are seeing right there, even the down one and the 3-4 is what we would tell people not to do because it's so hard and so tight.
Now the reset point is real as the round 3 enters the greatest soundtrack in all of Mortal Kombat, that subway theme. Shout out to Dan Forden.
Oh yeah, we're ending on a classic here tonight, guys. Oh!
And we still pick that up.
Not only has Fujin been taking the breath out of opponents tonight, it's been taking the breath out of us in this grand final.
You can say that again, dude. And now Scorpion procs, wait a second. Doesn't go in for the amplify, he does plus frames. The breakaway, now plus frames. Forward 3, and we just confirm, go for the jump in, get some damage. We'll take that 30%, thank you very much. And here's the win push. Is this going to be enough to bring us into a game 5? Pre-reset, maybe not.
Uh-oh. That was so optimal for no reason. I half expected him to just take the command grab Ender and then be at a strike distance in the fatal blow to kill. But he just decided to be so optimal for no reason for 460. I'm done.
All right.
Have a great night, everyone.
All right.
Combo Breaker 22 has been fantastic. These two are effing stupid at MK11.
Gonna be honest, Mr. Aquaman, I almost made the same mistake twice, where I just had a sip of water while you were talking about that, and then I saw that. Thankfully, I finished my sip right before that flawless block. Into the tournament, reset. Now it's one final best of 5, and then Combo Breaker will be over. But, I mean, they're 1-1 now. Are we gonna stick with these characters? Who knows? What?
Man.
Dash it down 2?
It looks like Scorpion Prox is getting more and more comfortable with the reads on Nicolas right now, because we're seeing some bold ones. And the more that this progresses, he even read that the breakaway was going to come. Stop it.
We're starting to open up those layers of mix, Mr. Aquaman.
He's getting a taste for Elder God's blood ketchup. Ooh, that's the slowest. That's the least amount of time. That's the least amount of movement I've seen from Scorpion Prox all night long. Was that, I don't know, 1.5 seconds.
Oh, no!
They're going into the immediate restart, but what is that going to be?
Wait. What does that mean? What does that mean?
They're going to go in desync.
I'm a bit confused. Where does that leave us?
We'll
Was
see what the ruling is here.
was that an external controller press? Must have been.
Must have been. And the iconic stare back at the crowd to see who it was. And these gentlemen, let's see what the ruling is on this one. I'll wait on that, but I'm just gonna pretend that's business as usual once again.
Well, oh, the optimal straight away. How do you get pulled out of a game like that, and then you just jump straight back in, and then bam, you just hit the optimal, you know? I think we're just getting a really, really fantastic display so far. But it does, as you can clearly see, looks like because it was an external person just pressing the button, we just got in for a restart of the match. I mean, they're twins, right? They'll do it.
Yeah, which has taken a little bit of momentum away from Scorpion Prox now, as he had this start before that unfortunate altercation of technology and Bluetooth.
A swift reminder, folks, to always disconnect your pads in tournament.
And if you are the one going onto the setup to play your match,
because
you are the one that you have to desync. Otherwise, that's kind of on you at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's physically impossible for a player who has just played to disconnect their Bluetooth device. The person that sits at the station has to do it. Obviously, they forgot, but you know what? They immediately went and prevented it from happening again. There's the first round here for Nicolas.
Leave while you can.
Nicolas going to be pretty happy with that result, but there's plenty more work to be done here. What I'm wondering, oh God!
I don't know what you're wondering.
Who cares
But
what
it's
I'm wondering?
gone now. That forward two. 19 frames of Aztec Justice, but so many people know the range and are ready for it. With that flawless block, I've seen it so consistent in this tournament, but Nicolas has taken that flawless block. That's what I'm done. I don't want to talk anymore.
What more do we have to say? This is ridiculous. Letting the whole string rock. Taking the minus frames and forcing that mid-command grab. Smart stuff here from Scorpion Prox. The trip guard, though, overextended. And gets the KB. Woo-wee! Oh, I got a
Whoa, 3-4. This is some juicy damage of Protocons as well. Has decent knockdown off this, but the bad side is that he's going to fling him out of the corner here. Get off my sword.
That's going to be really good for Nicolas.
Dirtying it up.
Scorpion not afraid to push in. I mean, the flawless blocks have been 100%, but until he just built the meter to do it.
You're really smart there. A lot of people fall for that amplified disc of Kotal Khans. They're so used to crouching that it becomes a mid on the amplification. That was again a little more knowledge that we see from Nicolas. Snipes him with the back two. Still one away for both. Still flawless blocking every poke that they do.
It's a computer just playing for both of them. Oh! Oh my goodness!
That was
Lord, Mr.
That was the
Aquaman.
only time that interactable setup didn't work. What would have been the game winner for Nicolas, and this cannot be scripted any better.
They're flawless blocking each other's turns in those final moments. It's literally like we're having a computer
Now
play
you-
for both of them on
all
very,
they're-
very, very hard.
All they're doing is what they do for 8 hours a day at home, and we're just watching and
It's almost
enjoying
like
it.
this is how they got so good or something.
Yeah.
But either way,
If you guys want to know how, this is how. They're actually practicing as we speak. Yeah, let that one sink in.
You missed that. You were looking at me.
I was.
Forward 3 from Fujin. Flawless block, up 2.
Round
Delayed up 2.
fight.
I wish I could have seen your reaction to that, because that is the exact kind of Kotal Khan play that would have made you very happy.
Oh, I mean, he started off with using one of the best anti-airs in the game, Kotal Khan Stand 1. In this variation in particular, you talked about the damage off of Kotal Khan's up 2, and you were like, whoa, hold on a second. He also gets some of the biggest damage off an anti-air, near 30% meterless off of that Stand 1, because you can buffer Khan cut, like you see him do. Hello, and look at this damage. Oh, didn't end it.
Knowledge, the chase down. And a forward 1 into the Khan cut. Speaking of which, down 1. Oh, give me those optimals, baby!
So much respect right now. If I do something back, no. It's dash, I think. Regular throw, escape failed. This is a scary, scary character all of a sudden.
If things weren't bad enough, now here comes the crushing blow. You gotta be so careful up here for those regular grabs.
Throw, puts you at death territory. Something in the fatal. That would have been it. That would have been it too. No fatal blow on both of them. That's gonna be it.
Away!
And the headbutt from hell is gonna put Scorpion Prox up again. Missed 2 fatal blow pickups and was still able to get a 30% grab to close it out. He had more damage on deck than most characters. I don't even know where I'm going with this statement.
It just did a lot of damage, yeah?
Yeah.
There you go. Moving on into this next round.
That's the
And yeah.
go ahead.
This position, I mean, you have to capitalize on even the smallest, most minuscule mistake, because they're both playing so well here. Case in point, that if there is anything to be called an error, you have got to punish it the best you can.
Woo. Building that space as Nicolas, and that's what he needs against Kotal Khan. What a little check with the 1-1-2. Fell out of the last hit, and all for naught. Even Scorpion Prox there like, oh man, I don't know about that one. Thought he was gonna try to rob him right there. Still in some recovery frames. This is still going on. Nicolas could tie us at 1 apiece. It's a first to 3, and the winner will be Combo Breaker champion here.
Going to take a rather respectable ender. I guess Silver Lining Scorpion's having an opportunity to build a little bit more of that defensive bar that he was so desperately looking for. Plus frames. Flawless blocked the challenge though. Love to see it.
And we see a mid. Oh! Just raw challenges that they hit confirm every single time, right? Forward 1-2, gonna be safe on block anyway. And that's a beautiful threat of dashing up into his space and then looking for something to react to.
Down 1 to steal the turn. Staggering the standing 1. You want to force block the 1-2-2? I dare you to do it, buddy.
Fujin, sometimes just catches you movement, and Scorpion Prox has been moving an awful lot. So be careful. Is it forward to range? Kotal Khan says it's my turn there. Gets the space again. Wow, he was ready for that. Regular. The old school 1-2 command grab. Doesn't amplify for the corner though. Just wanted the Oki. Try to bait a wake up roll right there. I think was the pick. And he tried to stand 1 fatal. Same exact reasoning that you see Kotal Khan go for down 1 fatal. You've seen it multiple times in the tournament already. Looking to make a read on someone, making a read on command grab, and he didn't fall for it whatsoever. And now Nicolas.
The last time we saw that exact same situation, it was reversal mid command grab. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
It was mid command grab. It worked out, and I think in that position now, you're going to expect the command grab. You're going to jump out. That standing 1 would have caught you nicely. Hard read is a hard read, but a read all the same. Wait a minute. Johnny Cage.
The Kotal was looking good.
It was. I'm surprised. But again, perhaps sensing that your brother is getting a bit too comfortable with
Yeah, he was like, wait a second.
It's time to throw in something new.
Hold on. Mind you, this is how it went in CEO 2. Reset, game 5.
Round 1, fight.
The change of scenery, different interactables. I do wonder if they're going to make much of a difference. The flawless block and oh god, that hurts.
Talk about an optimal punish too. To flawless block something and get Johnny's 4-4 to punish. Because so many people again will auto default to the regular combo starter that could not be as optimal damage starter wise because it's on the slower side, because they knew that they were going to flawless block it. That hurt to even say.
That's right, they got through the tongue twister. However, looking to turn things around now. Nicholas has to be very careful of these projectile trades. You trade wind push for the multiple, and that ain't even a trade. You're just getting hit. Ain't no damage being dished out to the opponent there.
A lot of us nice here. We know that these boys aren't afraid to disrespect Johnny. It's Johnny's pressure on Oki anyways. Oh, it's a good con.
That's going to hurt. Good read there from Scorpion, deciding not to break. That wind kick had his name on it. Oh my god, the punish! And here comes the combo. Wait,
Stop it! I thought there was like a downward shadow kick in there at the end.
that was kind of sick though. That
And
was kind
are
of sick
you
though.
kidding me? Kind of sick, kind of ridiculous. Astronomical.
Round 2.
Out of this world.
Fight.
And Scorpion Prox has
Oh, hey, oh my lord.
Hey.
Endurance uppercut up in this place.
it's uppercut season. But Scorpion Prox is getting more and more confident with the button presses. I've noticed since the reset. 60 health and the choice of Johnny Cage. He hit so many raw normals, raw specials that were confident reads that could have got him killed. The raw down twos, the raw shadow kick at the end. Just sent a statement to his brother this deep in a bracket. And now will we see a final switch from Nicolas?
I think so.
Oh, we are back at the character
I
selection.
think it went in such a way that
Johnny
surely, what?
Night Wolf.
Whoa!
Hang on a minute. Wait.
Night Wolf. Johnny Cage.
I'm
Johnny
very
Cage.
confused. Trying to perhaps bait your opponent into picking Nightwolf. A repeat of CEO, as it were.
Oh, we saw it.
Yeah, we did. It was a great
Special
moment. But
forces.
nope,
He
it's
said-
going to be the Johnny Cage mirror.
He said, brother, just like it's CEO, it can only be determined one way in a 5-5 matchup, the mirror. Because that's what this grand finals is, a mirror
Fight.
of these two.
All right, so wait a minute. In the grand finals of Combo Breaker, we have two identical twins in the game that could be the final match of the tournament, playing a mirror match. The mirror match is within and outside of the game. This is what I live for, Acrobat.
In and out, living and breathing Mortal Kombat are these two.
You know what would have been actually really funny if this happened at some point? Is if Mustard was here to join us. So it could be twins on the desk,
Yeah.
twins on the stage,
I agree.
mirror match in the game. What is going on here?
Wow, that was so optimal to read the breakaway that late too. And that is going to be a potential one input error, the one input error that we might be able to say, or was it a godlike reading a jump?
It's genuinely impossible to tell with these two, my friend. Oh, that uppercut. I think that might have been an execution error there.
I know that shadow kick wasn't. Scorpion Prox is not afraid to just do it. Hey, oh. See a little bit of hesitation this late though. First execution drop in a while.
Piece by piece, we're starting to chunk it away. We saw earlier on with Video Game Joe versus Combat, this mirror match is pure neutral. But with the two of these, much more aggressive than that match we saw before. Wait a minute, the 1-2-1. Oh, doesn't get the final hit, but will it matter? Completely crushes it! Mr. Aquaman, final game post-reset. And the mirror match is going in again! You cannot write this stuff.
And they both just tried to down two at the start of a match. Now they're swinging here. But that, when you see that someone else is trying to down two a lot, the read is to dash up in their face, wait a second, and then down two to try to KB it.
I mean, the reason they're going for those sweep distance down twos is because Johnny Cage is standing one. Does go kind of far. I mean, at least the active frames do, which means that down two chew it up for breakfast. However, Scorpion pushing forward towards the corner. Nicholas trying very much to get away from that situation.
Whew. That slight hesitation from Scorpion Box too allowed me to not four, but wow, as he just sniped him with a 4-3. And the execution, he said, I got this one. Look at all this damage, 358. We'll throw, and now Scorpion Prox has a tournament point. Is he about to be back-to-back major champion?
That would be an
Round two,
absolutely
fight.
incredible finish. But even though this will be tournament point for Scorpion Prox, my heart's telling me that we've got 2 more rounds left to go in this.
Will history repeat itself between these two? Oh,
The delayed low, the cheeky stuff, and no break from Scorpion. Maybe a wake-up attack's coming, maybe a flawless block.
it's the delay into the buttons that's working out for Nicolas right now. Catches Scorpion Fox off guard. Gets the crush. No, too far away for the punish, but he tried to optimally punish that with some big buttons. Gives him some breathing room with that 1-2-4. +1 on block from Johnny Cage. And then we see another jumping a flawless block. He made it down 2. He said, I want all the damage in the world, and I want it now.
But wait, 56% left.
Oh, yeah.
Scorpion, meter, fatal blow. This is far from over. If
Indeed,
Scorpion gets one good sequence, this could be it. And actually, wait. Maybe looking to confirm into throwing shade. Doesn't even know if that's the move.
Yeah.
Bacon, who knows? Mr. Aquaman, tell the people where we are.
Ladies and gentlemen, Combo Breaker 2022. I don't want it to go down any other way. We are in a post reset. It was 3-2 to begin with. We're at 2-2, final game, final round, and first blood going to Scorpion Prox, who was the champion of CEO. Looking for repeat, and we've got to see a chin checked with the down 2 KB, and Nicolas getting some big damage on the board himself. Has a slight health lead here, catch up as we're coming into the final round situation here. What's it gonna be?
I have no idea, but it looks like the life is almost completely split down the middle, and with 2 twins playing against each other, I mean, it's like they just wrote this in a book. Here's the confirm. Oh dear, no breaker for Scorpion, and we looking to end. We tried to be optimal, but no, the combo drop leaves him in a really bad situation. He confirms.
Oh no!
The throwing
This could be it!
gates.
How much damage is it gonna do, Scorpion Prox? Is the damage there? Not enough, 51-67 left. We're down to the wire, what's worth the throw? Gonna do it! It is! Nicolas
God.
is going to be your Combo Breaker champion!
And the excitement, you can see it in their
Oh.
body language. Look, this is what I mean. Clearly, this grand finals, was an opportunity for them to just play each other. Look at how unfazed they are. Everyone else who has won Combo Breaker.
They won 45 minutes ago.
exactly,
Whenever that grand final started. I don't know how much
told
time has passed.
People at home, I told you, them sharing a grand finals, that was their victory. This was a chance to show the world what they can do with their variety of characters, give us an exhibition between absolutely 2 of the current best players that we have in the scene right now.
And this should give
They won Combo Breaker,
Yes.
right? And they were just,
this should
it was
give
just
everyone at
fun.
home.
Get up, go away.
Yeah.
That's it, because they're having fun. That
Yeah.
was it.
I want to say everyone at home, I hope this gives you a little bit of spark to show up to the next major and try to dethrone those 2.
I mean,
Because
it is
because
quite unironically the deadly alliance.
what I say yesterday, this might be the year that America could fall at EVO for the first time ever. That's an American-made game, and we have not lost it at EVO, and we take a lot of pride in that. Thank you, Sonic. But I digress. It could be the first year that they fall with those internationals looking like they are, and those twins played as we expected them to almost, in a repeat of CEO, and looking like they're playing a different game than the competition today.
I tell you what, one of my favorite things about different fighting games is the various arcs the community has. And I think the arc that we have entered here for MK11 is the twins.
Yep.
These 2 up-and-comers who have done more than make a name for themselves by practicing together, not just with them, but with their entire community. Again, shout out to Top Theatre Games. Wouldn't have been possible. They would not
Yes.
have been here without that level of community support. But we've talked about it in absolute droves. However, when it comes to Mortal Kombat, it's time for us to say goodbye. My name has been Ketchup, joined by the one and only Mr. Aquaman, who does all the work with Coliseum. The lovely people in the crowd, the people at home watching right now, the hardworking production teams behind the scenes, NetherRealm, WB Games, everything about Mortal Kombat. We're living out here, and it's good to be back after 3 goddamn years. Thank you so much for watching, and we're signing out from MK11. Good night.